faster they
It happens a lot faster because
Right.
it's like I get to make up whatever I want, and you trying to get somewhere, so everything you say is always the right thing. You don't want to fuck up.
Mask
So now it's like when I'm around you, how much do I like you?
Right.
And then that's what changes. Like I've been around women, man, and it's like in real life, I was like, yo, this bitch is like perfect, you know, but I'm not finna like be with you.
Right.
You know what I mean? I got too much shit going on to like be with you, but like whenever I'm around, I don't really argue with women anyway. It's kind of like, look, this is what we're gonna do, man. If you don't want to do that, then we can just not do nothing. But it's like you around her, ain't no arguing. She, whatever you want to do, cool. It's like, oh, this is cool. Like I can get used to this. But I got too much ambition to just be like, well, I found her. It's like, nah, you cool, but I'll be thinking like, this ain't you, this is me. I be feeling like a star athlete. Like I make everybody around me better.
God.
I make all the hoes.
Kobe or LeBron.
I make all the hoes around me better.
You know what? That's why I'm doing what I'm doing.
Why is that?
Because
she makes everybody around her better.
That's what I'm saying.
You know what? I kind of feel like I do though. But
You got to.
I always upgrade dudes.
I'm telling you, man.
Doesn't everybody feel like they upgrade the person they're with?
Yeah.
No, I'm telling you.
She wasn't shit before me. That nigga didn't have a job before me.
Right.
I'm being honest, bro. I don't think.
That nigga didn't know how to make a hot dog.
I don't think people really believe that.
Really?
I don't.
Because that's always the shit talking on the way out. Bitch, before me?
I mean, but that be when everybody be in their feelings trying to argue. But I'm saying like in general, like even like I talk to my chick now, I be having like, remember we was at the baby shower and we was all talking and like how I kind of talk, I don't censor my talk when she around. Yeah. Like so it's like I say all of the wild shit that I like. If she was here, I'd be saying everything I just said to you, and she'd just be sitting right there, going like, I mean, I don't know how she would react, but that's just what it is. So it's like I be having these kind of conversations with her, and I be asking her questions like what I say stuff to her. Like I'd be like, yo, do you feel like you make me better? I really want to know this.
Because if not, I mean, so she's supposed to say yes or no? What do you want to hear?
I just want to know what she thinks.
And what's she saying?
She said a very general like, yeah, but it was just like, you know,
partner.
And your question is how?
We make each other better.
That's what I say. How?
I'm supportive.
I want to know how.
She's self-supportive.
Yeah, I swear that.
And that's one thing is that's for you to decide though.
It is, but I just want to know how you think. So I asked her the same thing because I'll ask me first to her. Right. I say, yo, is your life better because I'm in it? Why? And then her answers are very specific though, like very specific. You done this. I thought this way, and now I think this way. You showed me how to do this. And then the natural girl reaction is to ask the question back.
Right.
What do you say?
Hey man, I say general stuff.
We have a good time together.
No, but not that. No,
I enjoy being with you.
Listen, I'm being honest with you. Like I'll say, this is what I still say to her. I say yes because there's certain things that you're really good at that I don't pay attention to. Okay. She's a very structured person. This motherfucker can pay her bills on time, like in advance, like writes everything out. Meal plan.
So she's making you better.
No, but I'm not saying she's not.
So
what I'm saying
here's
is,
the other question: if you don't feel that they are, because if you got, if you're in a committed relationship, right, and you guys are exclusively together, if you don't feel like she does, then what the hell are we here for?
Yeah, but I don't really hang out with women that make me better. Like that's not really.
Well, no, listen, I'm not going to be around anybody who doesn't help me improve.
Yeah,
I really don't. Like on a consistent basis, let alone a person who I'm with every single day, or if not, you're with 4 times a week, 3 times a week. There's no way.
Yeah. Right. So like I said,
that sounds like a waste of time.
Yeah, in a general way, then yes, because those things do help, like the structure that someone brings, the awareness, the things I don't pay attention to. Like, I only got a driver's license because of her. Like, I ain't had a driver's license since.
Upgrade.
You know what I mean? Like,
so that means if y'all ever break up, she said, nigga, you ain't even had a license before I met your punk ass, nigga.
Yeah, and that's cool.
And you grew your hair out because I thought it looked good.
You know what's crazy? Is out of every woman, she like it the least. It's everybody else that like it. She like alright with it.
She just
But
keep it
That's
humble.
because she think you look cute, but she don't, and she know everybody else like it, so she try
Hey,
to be like, that's
so
all
look,
right.
hey, so
That's
look,
what we do.
cause it be stuff like that,
Try to knock
right?
niggas
Like,
shit down a little
like
bit.
it'll be
Fuck
stuff
out my
like that,
way.
right? But it's like, you know, I don't really. It's tough with me, man. Like, I
But
don't.
my thing is, unless you found somebody, like when I first met my wife, there was instant things that I was like, man, I'm learning a lot of shit. My life is advancing because she's putting me on shit I wasn't on, as far as on a lot of shit. Like I wouldn't have owned a home at 23 years old 24 without my wife, because that's what she was on. She helped me see, like, no, look, we could do this, and this could work that way. I was laid up like good in my apartment. You know what I'm saying? Like, so it's like, it's just certain things. So on a bigger scale, it changes points of view.
Yeah,
you know what I'm saying? So if stuff like that.
Yeah, it's weird because I kind of already like know those things. Like,
No, you don't though, because nobody knows shit like that. Nobody knows nothing. That's like, the more person who understands they don't really know shit, that's the person who gains the most knowledge of shit, because you could pull from everybody.
No. My mind state. This is how I live my life.
She makes me better.
I live perv.
Who is that?
The one who makes me better.
Oh, you can't say her name. Who's that?
I don't know her name.
Oh,
You know what? Just put the-
look. The
Don't
way,
drink any more of the Hennessy.
the way I live
Her
in
name is
general,
Renee.
I live in a way of generally constantly learning from anything and everybody, all experiences, like all of that, right?
Sure. So with a person you're around all the time, how could you be around them if you don't feel like there's constant growth with them?
Yeah, I mean there is, but it's not.
But so what? You don't want to give her props?
That's what I feel.
Either it's because it's one or the
I
other.
deal with men who don't want to give me my props. Like, we'll have a conversation about something, and if I know I'm right, they'll tell me I'm wrong, just so I won't be
so
right.
listen. I'll tell you this, right?
They don't want to be wrong.
I'll tell you stuff like this, right? And this is when I say
Like, it sounds like you don't want them feeling themselves too much.
Yeah,
They feel great
exactly.
about themselves.
no.
And that is not
I go
cool.
out of my way to make sure she feels great. I'm just talking to y'all. I go out of my way to, even if it's something that's not even, you ain't do nothing even that raw.
Yeah.
I just want you to feel like, nah, baby, I appreciate what you done, even if it's something that I clearly could have just done myself.
tacos.
That's just how I am with women in my life, people in my life in general. But like for her, there are certain things that are a big deal to her. It's not something I'm aware of credit. I'm fully aware of credit, right?
Right, that's what I'm saying. We could say we're fully aware of it, but when you see an action taken in place that you're not doing, and you like, oh, I could say I want to have good credit, and this person is like the example of, oh, damn, okay, that's how she moving. Then everybody says they want credit, but now there's an example in front of you of how this shit is getting done, and you learning from it.
Yeah, I mean, but listen,
Every nigga in the world be like, yeah, I know what credit is, and I want to have good credit.
No, listen, because this is where it gets tough when we're having that conversation, me and her, or me and a lot of women that you'll deal with, is you have to step back, right, and you say, if someone's telling you you need to do X, Y, Z, right, this is just human nature, you're gonna look and say, who the fuck is telling me this?
Sure.
Right?
Yep.
So if we looking, and if you would look and you would just in your natural mind say, I'm in a better position than you, then why would I listen to that? Other than because, you know, the way that your brain is structured, you like to follow rules. So you're saying, look, the rules of society say do this,
but even
this,
when you
and
say
this.
you're in a better position, in what though? Like in what? Like there's a lot of facets of being in better position. If I'm in a better position than you financially, that doesn't mean I'm in a better position mentally. That doesn't mean I'm like better position
I'm talking
than what?
mentally. I'm talking financially. I'm talking decision making. Like I'm like look,
Right. So
man,
normally, if you meet a pretty solid person, like he or she, it doesn't matter if it's the homie or a girl or your mama or your daddy, anybody, they gonna be ahead at shit. You be ahead at shit. You know what I'm saying?
And then what I'm saying is what she was ahead at is the things that happen when you follow rules. Credit. I'm just meant like credit, and this is important to her. So things that I will not pay attention to. You know, we almost, like, this is a story, right? We almost
Bought a house together?
absolutely not. But we almost never even got together in the first place. When we first met, or when we was like kicking it and all of that.
Sister.
we was first kicking it. We took a trip to, I had shows in Washington.
Yeah.
We drove to Washington, right? I get pulled over. Super, totally, 100% bogus why I got pulled over. It was some super racist shit and all of that. And later on down the line, she's seeing it that way, but in the moment, her mind is, you have to follow the rules and things won't happen. Cool. So we in a rental car. We in Washington, driving. I get a speeding ticket. Y'all familiar with the speed traps when you go places?
Yeah, sure. There's speed traps.
Okay. So when I drive, I be on cruise control.
Yeah.
That's how I drive because I don't want no problems, bro. So look, it's what's the 65? I'm at 66 and I don't want no problems. Now these speed traps, you'll be doing 65 and then for no reason, it's a straight road, it'll change the limit to 55.
Yeah.
And then, but you still on cruise control, like, bro. So, and then in another mile and a half, it'll go back to 65.
Yeah.
So in that trap, I got pulled over, right?
Yeah.
All right, cool. So then it's, you know what I mean, officer, a female officer, a lot of female officers, a lot of times have this extra chip on their shoulder that's really uncomfortable and unnecessary.
Mm-hmm.
So all of that, you know, your license is suspended, whatever. Okay, I'm not gonna tow the car. And they say that like I'm supposed to be like, oh, thank you so much. Like, or you can just leave me the fuck alone in general.
Yeah.
So,
See, that's tough. Your license is suspended. Your license to drive.
right. And that's a whole nother topic too, if you understand what licensing it means. Because you don't even need a license to drive by law. The letter of the law, you do not need a license to drive.
But that what I'm saying is that's cool, but she could tow your car.
She could.
Because I don't know this law you're talking about, because if I ain't got a license, nigga, they take towing.
I know you don't, because they don't teach us this stuff.
Sure, but
I'm telling you, you need a license to drive if you are using your car to make money. You have a right to buy a car and go to the store. That's a right. But
I'm gonna look that up.
Look it up.
Okay.
So
Look
what
it up.
happened then?
Look it up. So then we get back to the hotel, and she has like a weird attitude this whole time. Now I've only been knowing this girl at this time for like a month, right? So
you already traveling the world together.
right.
Love at first sight.
So I'm like, well, you all right? You know what I mean? I'm not used to people acting like this because of a speeding ticket. You know what I mean? But she was really like. So then we go to the show, and she's been like regular, but then later on in the night, she was just telling me like, you know what I mean? Like, I was just so mad. And then she goes into this thing about how I just feel like you're not taking any accountability and so on and so forth. And I'm just listening to this, and I'm like, okay, so what do you think I was supposed to say to this police officer? What would you have me say to this white female officer? You wanted me to say, "Oh, I'm sorry so much, miss." I just like.
No, you don't have to do that. That's a totally different extreme.
I'm just telling you what I said. Your license registered here. I don't really want to talk to you, bro. Like I don't.
I mean, that's what usually anybody does, right? I mean,
Yeah, I don't.
There you go.
Yeah, like, I don't need to do all of that.
kiss
I
your
don't.
butt.
Hey, man. Oh, I'm so sorry. I didn't know. It's just
Have
what it meant. And
conversation,
you know what I
yeah.
mean. Whatever you're gonna do, just do it. I don't care, bro. Like I don't have a good attitude when police be messing with me, bro. I don't like that shit. So on and so forth. That goes on, right? Then it turns into. So then the next day, we was out there for like 3 days. So then she's showing me all this group text with her sister. How like she was like, I can't deal with him. He doesn't have it.
No.
And I'm just like, really? Like I couldn't believe that was like
Ticket.
no, you don't have a license? Like
Oh, over the license.
you know what I mean? Like you viewed that like he don't have a license. That means he don't have X, Y, and Z. And
That's how women are.
and you know
I
what
was
I mean?
gonna before you started.
She was gonna say,
like,
nigga, you ain't got no
why don't
license.
you have a license?
Right.
Yeah,
I mean, and there's stories behind that, cause
we think you're reckless.
I mean that's fine.
That's all.
Right.
That's in our mind. You're reckless.
I mean that's fine.
This nigga out here.
Right.
Yeah,
What you doing? Donuts and
That's fine. I don't
got a
remember.
beard.
I don't remember.
right. That's how we don't think.
I don't remember what, because my license was suspended for so long.
Yeah, nigga.
that
I
ain't
mean,
even-
most of the time I've known you haven't had a license.
I didn't even remember why, but it was like a time period that I just had hella tickets. I didn't know you had to go to court. I thought you just had to pay them. And then if you forget to pay them, then you get the failure to appear and all that
So
kind
that
of stuff.
looks like
Then you get
irresponsibility
warrants.
in her mind.
Right, but this
Okay.
stuff is 6-7 years old. You know what I mean? Like it's just like, and then it's like, yo, we need $2,000, and it's like, all or y'all can just fuck off and I'll just keep driving my car. Like, what are y'all talking about?
But
I'm giving
how
y'all
was she raised,
$2,000,
though?
bro.
Like,
Huh?
was she? How was her parents though? How was she raised? Because
Her, you know, she's just very much. She's just very big on paying all your things on time and following the rules. That's just who she is.
Because in reality, to her point, if you want people to leave you the fuck alone, that's what
Then
you do.
pay
I
your
mean, no,
bills
that's
and-
no,
right,
that
that's
so
what
that
her mindset
that's
is.
why I do it to have people leave me alone. So now this is a flip side because we had a long conversation about that, right? And you know, she got some black, but she ain't black, right?
Yeah.
So once everything cools down and it's cool and all of that, so I'm like, so why do you think this lady pulled me over? And she's like, I mean, maybe because no, she said, so you think if I was driving, you don't think she would have pulled me over? I was like, probably not.
or yeah.
And then she's like, see, I just don't feel like you take accountability for things like that.
Oh gosh.
Do you? Well,
No.
you can understand where her
No,
point
I-
of view
no,
is.
I can't.
Yeah, you can.
So-
because if a person, okay, because then you'd be like, okay, so why don't you have a life? Well, because that's some bullshit too. Because what happened back then was this and that. And you could do that, and a person not, and mind you, they've known you for a month.
Yeah.
So, oh, yeah,
right,
this
so-
nigga just
so-
don't,
so
ain't nothing
because
his
you-
fault.
Yeah.
So you've known me for a month, so now I have to feel like you are kind of racist.
Her?
See, that's a stretch.
Yeah.
That's a
But she
stretch.
just went on the road
Race
with
is
you.
why.
Huh?
Race is why.
Because if you say stuff like,
Ignorant, maybe.
listen,
Yeah, more ignorant.
ignorant. Yeah, I don't mean racist, hateful racism. I'm talking
No,
about
I mean, those are two totally
She just
different
ignorant.
words.
ignorance. Because look, she was working in the DMV at the time
Oh, well, see.
on Broadway.
Yeah, so she be seeing some niggas. She sees the people with no license and a beard.
So I ain't having beer. So look, so now, so then everything gets cool. We all good. All right, cool. So then I'm like, hey, bro, I don't care. I'll just go get my license, bro. I just don't care.
Yeah.
So I went and got my license within 2 months.
She's making you better.
Which that's what that's exactly.
Ooh.
she
Yeah,
make
that's.
you
I mean,
better.
I mean
so
that.
yes,
don't
she
know.
does make you better.
I'm saying that. So if that's
Because
the
even if-
consideration,
even if-
yeah, that is.
See, Les can't just say it.
Right, that's
I
what
know,
I'm
like,
saying.
you have a problem
Because
with saying
that's
it.
one of those things where you like something she said made you be like, because you haven't done it.
So
Something that happened that she said, even if you don't agree fully with what she said, made you be like, okay, well,
Let
yeah,
me just
maybe
go
I'll go
do
do
it.
it.
what you know?
And then
You don't know what she
and
said.
then in the long term,
If you want to share,
I don't care. You want to know what she said?
yeah, what
Yeah.
did she say?
She
it's
said,
over, nigga, if you don't get your license.
No, she was like, "Can you just get your license for me?" I said, "All right, bro.
So she made you better.
Okay, that's fine."
Facts.
Yeah.
Like, bro, I
But
said,
you
I don't
go-
care
Because in
about this.
reality, you did it for you too.
Right.
Because right now you have a lot. Same exact thing happened. Traps, all that shit happens. But now, if that
You
was to
got a
happen,
license.
you got a license.
Yeah.
So she helped you out.
especially how much you travel and drive.
And I've been doing all that shit the whole time with no L's, bro.
I know,
And
but
I- I
now
Right, but when
it's
it's-
different.
Yeah, niggas have ran into some shit.
You said what now?
Niggas have ran into some shit with that though.
No, I'm,
Yeah,
and
that's what I'm saying.
I know, and
now you don't worry. Now you
So-
worry free.
Yeah.
I'm still not worry free.
Well,
But as far as their license,
Well, you know what I'm talking
Because
about.
I'm about to tell y'all the flip side, not the flip side, but another part to this story.
Okay.
So now this is months later. Everything is cool. We're driving. Y'all know where my mom stay at?
Where does she stay?
She stays in Loomis.
Oh yeah,
Oh,
that's
shit.
right.
Loomis, okay.
All right, cool. You familiar with Loomis?
I never been before. I
Okay.
heard that on the news.
Just know my mom
Yeah.
is the black person
Yeah,
Yeah.
in Loomis, and it's dark as shit in Loomis, right? So we going. Now something happened to where, you know, we got a bunch of cars for no reason. So my mom, I had a car at my mom's house, and my mom had a car over here. I had to take one car over here, and so like all this kind of stupid shit.
Yeah.
So I had her in the car with me. Say, yo, ride with me to my mom's house. I need you to drive my car. We're gonna drop this car off here, and we're gonna bring this car back here, or some shit like that.
Yeah.
So we drive into Loomis, right? We get off on the exit, and it's like a windy, dark ass road. It's a police officer sitting right there, and I don't say nothing, but I know this nigga finna pull me over.
Right.
Like I'm 100% sure, and I'm following every law possible, right? He's gonna pull me over. I don't say that.
Yeah.
So I'm driving. He's parked. He's sitting there. When I pass him, now he's following me. I say, all right, I know what this is. So then, like I said, it's dark as shit. My mom, where she stays at, it's like different. It's almost like to go to your next door neighbor house, you gotta go onto another fucking piece of land.
Okay.
It's like them kind of things. But it's really dark out here.
Yeah.
And it'd be like animals and shit walking around. So I passed up my mom's house and went to the neighbor's house because it's so dark. He pulls me over in the neighbor's parking lot. He say, So I'm just sitting here like, what's up, man? Like, he say, do you know why I pulled you over? I said, I have no idea. I can't think of one reason why you pulled me over.
Yeah.
My mom has a crucifix in her windshield.
Yeah.
It's really thin. It's like,
God.
it's as thin as these microphones with the little cross.
Yeah.
He said that obstructs your vision and you can't have that. That's
my
what he
God.
pulled me over for, right?
So people be hanging their little tree things.
Yeah.
And then, so he says, something, you know, your license is suspended. I said, yep. I said, I'm getting it fixed right now.
I'm working on it.
So
My
then,
baby got me working on it.
so then he says, so I said, where are you going? And that's really none of your
Nigger.
business. There's like nothing about this
Yeah, exactly.
you need to know where the fuck I'm going.
Yeah.
Wherever I'm going, you making me late.
Right.
My mom lived right there, bro. She's an in-home hospice nurse. She's taking care of a dying human in that house right there.
Yeah.
He comes back and says, well, I'm going to let you go. Thank you so much, sir, for letting me go.
For my crucifix.
Right. So then, look, she was like, well, that was nice of him he was cool. I look, and I was like,
Yeah.
bro, do you
Ignorant.
get
She
it,
doesn't
bro?
No, she doesn't
And
get it.
then I said, so then we get to the crib and I'm saying, why do you think he pulled me over?
Yeah.
She said, oh, because you're a black. I said, oh, well, you get it. You know what I mean? So,
But she's like, but you didn't get your ass beat.
yeah, you know what I mean? She even said, she was just like, because even now we talk about it, she was like, no, that was like an eye-opener. She's like, man, I be hearing these stories, and it's like,
She don't
when
know.
you hear the same story so many times.
Y'all make each other better.
Yeah.
All right. Yeah, I don't have a problem with
Yeah,
that. I'm
but
just,
she didn't know. Maybe she would never have gotten
Yeah.
that experience.
I'm telling you, her experience is different. She's like, and she's always been like really like small and pretty and smiley. She was telling me a story about when she was drinking and the cop pulled her over and he just followed her home to make sure she got there safe. I was like,
Light skin
Dude,
shit.
I don't even get that.
I was like, what?
Yeah, light skin.
I know.
She was like, yeah, he was like, just drive slow. I'll be right behind you just to make sure you get home.
Some Barney Fife shit. Barney
I
did
have
that
the
on there.
extra
So
do too
she
much
wasn't drunk,
smile,
but
bat my
he
eyes.
chauffeured her over to the post office.
And I was like, yo, that's crazy, fam. But
I
yeah,
let pretty girls go all the time if I was a cop.
so
Well, I have a thing on my license that says I'm a cop's kid, so they're like,
Oh, that's raw.
yeah.
Oh,
Yeah.
that was well played.
Have you ever did know one of them stickers?
are you a cop's kid?
I am.
Oh, okay.
My dad's a lieutenant.
Okay.
Well, retired now.
So do you
Okay.
feel like a lot of conflict of interest with things that are going
Hold on,
on?
let's
Is that
stop.
tough
We gotta
conversations?
record.
We've been
We
recording.
are recording.
Are we?
Yes.
Been recording for a long time.
This is all on the show?
Yeah.
Are those tough conversations?
Well, me and my dad have conversations about this all the time. Like, he gets upset. We had a conversation about kneeling. He fought in Vietnam. I had to explain to him that it's not about people being against the flag. And then we got into this big argument. I'm like, well, why did you fight for, why did you fight in Vietnam anyway? It's not your war.
Yeah.
And it got really, really heated because he's like, look, I'm a Marine.
Right.
I
Oh,
fought
yeah,
for this
he's
country. I said,
all
but
in.
why did you fight for this country? Because you told me that you went to war because you was getting beat up by the cops on the streets. So that's why you told me that you went to war. You didn't tell me because you fought for our country because you love the country. You didn't say that. You told me cops were beating you up
Yeah, Blacks was fighting for
for the wrong
It
reason.
was for like
You was
Just to
getting
get out
trying to
of the
get out
situation.
of Compton. Like,
Yeah.
that's the reason why.
Yeah.
So it gets heated, and when it comes to how the Marines are, and then you have cops. So cops all stick together.
Right.
So then when we have the conversations about, well, Dad, I'm tired of cops killing our black men. Well, what were they doing though? And I'm like, what you mean? But he also has this side where he's like, well, a lot of black cops have this chip on their shoulder where they want to be empowered. They're on a power trip.
Yeah.
So
I feel like most cops are in general.
most cops are.
But I can see accelerated.
But
more for
blacks are way more
Yeah.
like, you not about to disrespect me, boy,
and
like
female,
that.
And female cops.
Coon
like Lance was saying.
and female cops, because they don't want you to play them like they're just these
Yeah.
little women. But my dad has always taught me, though, on the flip side, because me being his daughter, when you get pulled over, go into an area where there's people, just ride it out. Where there are people, to a gas station, do not get pulled over by somebody and then just be in the dark somewhere as a female, because he doesn't trust cops. He thinks that some of them can rape you. He's been in situations, you know, where he had to fire people for this kind of stuff. So it's like the conversations are up and down.
You have
and
to fire
up
somebody
and
for raping?
Down.
For at least
Sexual
advances
harassment,
and
sexual assault,
all
and
that
stuff like that.
Yeah.
So, you know, like our conversations
Medical
get
rape,
deep.
you're gonna lose your job. That's fucking police shit is so fucking weird,
It gets
bro.
crazy. Like, I
You
mean,
better
I've
stop
been around
raping
cops all
people
my
before
life.
you lose your
Right,
job.
you've been around cops. So
My
you
whole
have
life.
you have a very different perspective. A lot on a lot of this because of your background. Like you said, you grew up
I mean, we had
not
dinner
around
with,
a lot of black kids, right?
well, yeah, I did grow up around black kids.
I mean, well, school, right?
Yeah, 9th, 10th, yeah, 4th to 10th grade, it was all white people.
Right.
And one black girl and a black guy.
Which will give you different outlooks.
But then at the same
perspectives.
time, like coming from Los Angeles to El Dorado Hills, and then I'm not thinking I'm different, and then somebody calls me a nigger, and I'm like, oh, I'm black. Like, I didn't know I was black.
Yeah,
and then all of a sudden my mind starts changing, and I don't see the world like I used to.
Yeah.
I see it as, okay, now I gotta protect myself. You know, now I'm black.
Yeah, I'm the outsider here.
I'm the outsider. And they're asking me questions. You know Michael Jordan? Michael
Yes,
Jordan.
motherfucker.
Like, Rodney King. Did you know Rodney King? No, I didn't know Rodney. Who was that? No.
Yeah, that's
So,
You were the gateway to all black people.
yeah, as soon as a black guy comes to the school, sure, a black guy's, okay, he's Ashley.
lit.
Nah, they're trying to hook me up. But no, my conversations with my dad, they get really intense.
Yeah.
Really intense because I'm like,
Old school Marine cop,
Yeah.
black or white. That's gonna be a tough
I just
conversation.
never understood the
tough.
rationale of black cop. I just don't get it. I just see.
You know,
all I see is Samuel L. Jackson and Django.
I think there was a time in the era, especially like around that time, Vietnam time, and I think it stopped after then, where there's the blacks that said fuck whites and the whole establishment,
Yeah.
and the blacks that said, nah, we're part of this country too. We have the same rights y'all have.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? It was one or the other. You were on one of those sides, and a lot of those people who wanted to prove that they were the same
Well, that's been
were
going
people
on.
who went to the military. Yeah, but I'm saying I think it stopped around
Yeah.
Vietnam. Though I don't know if it's
Okay.
really like that no more.
Right.
I think
Yeah.
it'd be other shit now why blacks be cops in military.
yeah, because my
I think
dad is
that-
like, no, you about to
I
let
think-
me up in here.
I think
it's
I'm-
for-
I think it's for-
I'm
doing the
American
same
too.
job. Right, and I fought for this country.
Right.
I have every right to be a police officer.
Exactly.
And that's why he did it.
I think at this point now, since that time period you're talking about, it's based on either family and carrying on a military tradition or
'Cause
police
we do
tradition,
do that.
or just trying to find something to do when you're lost, young, when you're in between age of 18, 19.
Or you're bullied.
Trying to that and just trying to figure it out, and that's military is always an option. So you end up in that way, but
But they didn't
just-
know back then. They didn't know, like, they just didn't. I don't think they had that mentality to be like, I can get out of Compton without going to the military.
Right.
'Cause
That
we
was
had
a lot. That was a
conversation.
lot of it. That was a lot
Yeah.
of what happened to a lot of. I mean, Vietnam is just full of African Americans from the inner city who got killed
Right.
because they were looking for. I mean, dead
Get
presidents.
out. Right, exactly.
This type of shit. That really is a population of people who went to Vietnam. So.
Right.
I think that's military. And I also tell this thing just in general in the military in general. I was y'all watch Narcos on Netflix,
I'm
and
trying to get into that.
just dealing with the whole thing with that, like a lot of
The whole thing's captioned, huh?
For the most part.
I'm never gonna make it.
Can't read.
right.
Some days.
That shit is not even a issue. That show is dope as fuck.
Sometimes
But-
the captions go too fast, so I'm not saying I can't read. I'm saying sometimes it might be faster than I read.
Bro, your wife needs to make you better at reading.
yeah, facts.
Facts. My wife's a good ass reader too. Anything education, she's great at. For real. Anything that's like book smarts, she's great at.
She got a master's, right?
Yeah.
Is she done with school?
I think maybe when kids get older or something, she might get a doctorate.
I got a question. Speaking of why, I got a question
Yeah, I
for
want
y'all.
to know.
Why is LeBron trash?
I got a question for y'all. So,
Speaking of
Why does LeBron have a cast on? Go ahead.
so,
Because
so-
we are
so-
going to ask you why.
so on social media, like people.
At some point, we
Oh, man, honestly, I don't give a fuck about this LeBron. I'm fatigued. Like I really.
Would you feel the same way if they won? Would you be fatigued?
Yeah.
Hell no.
Yeah. Nah.
What's on the list? We got LeBron today and how his legacy holds
Man,
up.
y'all know I ain't never done that. Like I don't care. I don't want to talk about LeBron on this show. I don't like the conversation is so much about legacy and
It's not even that much, bro.
So anyway, what I was saying before.
Yeah, we'll get to that.
My wife posted a
What the
picture.
fuck just happened? Oh,
My wife posted a picture the other day.
She posted a picture?
Yeah, on Instagram. And so there's this dude, and I know him. Like he went to school. He's my grade.
Valley?
I believe so. But I ain't seen this nigga in 20 years. I don't know. But so I know him, and he also follows other girls. That I follow, and so this is the straw that for me. He commented saying, "You look beautiful." He called my wife Love. And I'm like, there's been a couple times he commented.
my bad, bro.
But what are you talking about?
He didn't say this.
I didn't know you took it that serious. Bro.
So
I was
no,
about to
but
call him
that's the thing. So like, there's been a couple times where he's doing too much. Once she posted a picture, this nigga I know was there. He put like 5 heart eye emojis. Oh my God, that smile, you're so like doing hella shit. And this kind of person I am in general. This is the way I handle my marriage, parenting, everything I do. I don't jump out the gate off top. I let shit go. I see shit and I be like, okay.
Let it ride out.
Now after 2 or 3 times, now I see you on some weird shit. So now I'm gonna say something to you.
Fair.
So you said something to him?
So I'm getting into my story. So now mind you, like
She gonna make you a better fighter.
she I was sending to him like, and she don't like it. She deletes it, but I see. I be like, whatever. So yesterday, so you post this shit. Love you looking. Don't call my wife Love, you bitch ass nigga. Like if you follow her, most of her page is me.
He might be gay. Are you sure he's not gay?
No, he ain't gay. What you mean?
I just told you he comments
Girls
on.
love all the time.
So that my question is,
Nah, this nigga actually what he is. He's a nigga. Like he's the kind of matter of fact talking about niggas who are in the military. I went through his page. I ain't seen this nigga in hella long, but he wears cowboy
he has
hats.
to check his competition. Like, this nigga.
Yeah.
No, I know this nigga. Like
I'm just fucking with you.
he wears cowboy
Cheerleader.
hats. He thinks he's like what's the nigga in Milwaukee with the cowboy hat, Sheriff Clark? He one of them kind of niggas. He thinks he's white.
For real?
He's a cowboy, MAGA type nigga.
Really?
Yeah. He has guns
Who
in
did
his.
Candace vote for?
Well, you're coming off the
I'm just
subject.
trying to make
Nobody.
sure. Okay, I'm
Nobody.
trying to make sure
So,
that
she voted
this is somebody who's
She
got
voted for him.
upside.
Hey, Jay, can you throw me a water? This is getting good.
So
Me too, please.
Stop copying, bro.
Whatever.
yeah, so he pulled and I told you he
Catch
he
mine,
does
too.
this on other girls'
Thank
shit.
you.
Oh, you look so beautiful, man.
Yeah,
I can't.
yeah.
Don't
He thirsty.
thirsty as fuck though. Like how y'all want some water, he would ask
Jay,
for
what
one
do
to be thrown to him. Don't want some water to be thrown to him. He one of them niggas. I'm like, don't make my wife part of your rotation of bitches you fucking want to comment shit on. Like,
Right.
you know what I'm saying? And I feel like if you follow her, right, you know most of her shit is me and our son. Like,
He don't care.
Now,
you know the situation. Like this ain't no shit where this is a married woman and you keep doing too much. My wife's pretty. Obviously, that's one of the reasons why I'm married. She's beautiful. Like her pictures. I don't give a fuck about none of that. I'll let you slide in the first couple times. I ain't say nothing because I don't be doing comment arguing niggas online. I don't do that. Shit's corny.
So you inbox them?
Nah. So I sent her something super light. Yeah, I'm like, no, this guy. I was like, just calm down, killer. Like you chill out. Like that's what I sent to him.
You said calm down, killer, chill out.
Yeah.
You said the killer with the guns on his page. He gonna fuck you up, man. Go ahead.
Yeah, I kill that nigga. Like so. So what do y'all think about that kind of shit? What do you think is the limit?
Did he respond?
No, my wife deleted it.
He said, "All respect, brother."
Because mind you, like I said, this like
He trying to make
not just like a
Instagram
light.
great
This is not like I said. These other times he post, oh that smile is just something I can't. He be doing that. Like he be doing the most. Like
He raw.
He's weird.
yeah, I'm like, and then like I say some. So I'm like, nah, I'll let you.
No, I think he handled it pretty. I think
Yeah.
Not even that. I mean, because first off, man, you got anger issues. But
No, don't be put weird shit out there on me, Lance.
you know him,
I know
You
him
know
from
of
back
him.
in the school. Like,
but
I
you
ain't
don't know him.
Yeah, I ain't seen this nigga.
So he's not doing anything towards you. He's just talking
Being
to her.
Well, no, you
Well,
know,
no, he
you
is.
know. Well, he is
He
because
is. Like I
if
said,
nigga know I be on. Like you
If
know,
you follow my wife, like I said, if you
Yeah.
follow her, you know, you see
Yeah.
me every other picture, nigga,
Right.
you know what the fuck's going on.
Right.
No, because
So you're being disrespectful.
No.
Facts.
I'm not saying that that's not the case. I'm just saying, like, it's not like somebody who, like, you know, like that, and you
No.
talk to him like, bro, what are you doing?
No, I don't think nobody I know that close to do no shit.
That's
like
what I'm
that.
saying. So, because it's, for me, it's just as simple as telling your wife, like, babe, block him. And that's, if it made you mad 10 comments ago, hey, babe, block
Well, it
this
wasn't
nigga.
that many, but yeah.
I mean, if that's what you're
yeah,
saying. It's
yeah.
like, and then this is all over with.
Right.
You know what I mean? Because then when you start saying stuff to him and all of that, and there's nothing wrong with, I mean, you know, you want to defend, not her honor, but you just want to let this nigga know, like,
Yeah,
bro,
like-
I don't like you gawking over my wife on the internet.
Yeah.
you gotta relax.
Yeah.
You know, I don't.
If somebody was like, yo, like on your girl shit, like, I know legit like 5 hard eyes and your smile lights up the world and you're fucking
You are the
beautiful
eyes
and
of
calling.
the world.
Don't for one, and even like saying, look, that's a pet name. Don't call my wife no fucking pet name. Like,
You know what's crazy about that, man?
black your fucking eye, you
You know
weirdo.
what's crazy about that?
Yeah.
Is I don't like go I don't go through her page and look at that stuff.
Who? Oh,
Yeah, I don't do that. But I would be like the people boldly commenting would be the people I'd be like, oh, that's
But
there.
That's what I'm saying. I'm not even off top. It's not nothing about me worried. If she, I'll say like this. No. But if she wanted him, that's only like that's a problem that you got. You can go. Like if you want, you know what I'm saying? Like
He don't want him.
I
Nothing
know.
like
But I'm just
that.
saying. So it's not even that. It's just the level of respect. Like, I feel like you doing too much, and you feel like
Out here.
shit is cool for you to be just trouncing around in my yard. Like wait, like
Yeah, facts.
you just stepping on my flowers in the garden. Like you just think shit is sweet. Like.
The guys don't care.
Well,
Yeah,
that's
but-
the thing. I gotta make.
Yeah, but you
I might have to make
start
you care.
caring.
I
Stay
might
off
have to
my
make you
fucking
care.
lawn, nigga.
Well, that's
Like-
what.
Did he inbox her?
No, I mean, she didn't tell me he did.
Right. Like cause that's when it'd be like niggas up to something. When niggas like
Yeah.
literally just admiring her and
He might be
saying-
checking.
Don't
the
be admiring
temperature.
my wife.
What'd you say?
Don't admire my wife. Go get your own wife to admire. Why are you admiring somebody else's wife? That's
'Cause he
weird.
don't care. He's
Is it weird?
Yeah, to admire
I mean, to
somebody
be
else's
doing
yes,
that.
that's
Well, no,
weird.
that to admire somebody's wife, it like.
And you know.
It depends on what
her
admire. Like,
page.
if you're gonna if you admire, keep that shit to yourself.
Yeah, like I said, like the picture.
Yeah.
You like,
Hey,
all,
man,
like
look.
hit that double tap every time.
You know what's
That's
crazy?
your get off.
Yeah.
I'll let you rock.
See, because
he
he
just
might be
said
checking the
Don't call
temperature
it-
without DMing her. He checked the temperature.
You don't need to call her beautiful either.
See if he says
But
thanks,
even-
lovey-dovey
But like I
back.
said, even with that, I let like he did it like twice before
Thanks,
and I let
boo-boo.
it go.
Thanks,
But-
hon.
Oh,
Looking good,
hon.
love. Thanks, hon.
Hun, thanks, hun.
Yeah, like that's
Sugar.
weird. That's weirdo shit, man. Like
Yeah, no, I think you handled that well.
I had an ex who was upset because guys would leave comments on my Facebook page and all that kind of stuff, and I was just
Yeah.
like, dude, it's
Yeah,
Facebook.
if
This
my
is in
wife's
real life
not
to me.
setting thirst traps and you're being thirsty, then
right, exactly.
Guys are, but
exactly.
that's the thing, though.
Like, niggas don't
a lot
like-
of dudes just
That's how I say people's names on my phone.
really.
I have no idea what this woman's name is.
August 11th.
Yeah, that's
You gonna say it out loud?
It's for a show. Oh,
Hi, August.
Alcina.
Pause. Jinx.
So what would you? So if somebody was on your guy's page and some girl was just, like I said, more than once, just doing a
Girls
lot.
are different. I don't know. I think that girls do stuff to get under other girls' skin. Men, I don't really think they be thinking. They see
I can-
something
I can
they
see
like
that
and
being
they, they just go at it. They're just, girls are like, let me look through his stuff. I'm gonna do my research. Oh, he got a girl. Oh, I know her. I don't like her. I'm about to put, that's how girls
Petty
are. So
shit,
it's
yeah.
different for me. If I see that, I'm gonna be like, she know though.
Now I'll say this too. Now when you said your dude got mad because yeah, well yeah, dude at the time got mad about dude's comment. Now did you?
He wanted me to say something to
Did you
him.
put it out there that y'all was together like that? Because I know if we're
Yeah.
married, like so we're.
I mean,
it's a bunch of family shit.
They did it on our picture.
Oh, okay.
Like on our
Okay.
picture, they just
Okay.
didn't
That's
care.
gangster.
Yeah.
They're like,
I like this guy.
Yeah, yeah. I mean, that's
it was
the thing,
a couple
man. Like,
of men, that, and then he commented,
I'll
and they
say this.
still didn't
I'm gonna say
respect
this.
this comment.
There's way more women than men. Like y'all niggas gotta stop being corny. Go get you one.
No, matter of fact, I had that
Go
situation.
get you one, my nigga. Like stop being corny. Like if a girl is in a picture with her dude, like Shorell's situation, Like, what are you doing? Like, go get one. Like, actually, share some friends or something. Like, why are you thirsting over somebody who's obviously taking?
But they were doing that before, and then I put the picture up like later, and then they're like,
No, but it doesn't matter. Just the picture's still up, and their comment was on the picture.
yeah.
You know what I'm saying? That's
No,
the
I
only
did have that
principle.
situation, but it wasn't like hella comments. It was just like a couple. But
Yeah.
it was like a long time, like maybe like a year and some change ago. I was just like, I'm trying to remember how I even seen it. No, she told me about it.
Mm-hmm.
What'd
And then,
you say when we beat his ass?
Jay, you got it.
nah, I know him. You probably know dude too. His nigga's mad thirsty too. He be on. I gotta find his page, but it's
We
like
know him.
you know. Oh my god, you know him too, cause you say he look like Dwight Howard. He be hooping, but not you know. I gotta find this dude, man.
This Henny got me hot.
But yeah,
Yeah, that's a tough conversation because, like I said, if like it happened once, and Keisha erased this comment, and I was like, you don't even have to erase this comment.
Yeah.
Just who is like she was like, no, it was disrespectful, little fat nigga. I was like, oh, fuck this nigga up. I mean, at least I'm a big fat nigga. I fuck this nigga up.
And that's the thing too, like you were saying too,
Look
like
like her
if it was like,
I know you a chubby chaser. Get this nigga off your page.
because the one thing too, like I said, I think you said it or one of y'all said it about thirst traps. Like if it was something like that, that's a conversation I would have with you. Like, why do you?
Yeah.
But that's not the
Why are you
situation.
enticing?
Like nigga you can't even smile on your page without this fucking nigga swan dived into your comments. Like,
No, you can't.
break your fucking jaw, bitch ass nigga.
Wow.
But go ahead.
Speaking of broke, LeBron got a broke hand that he's been nursing. So this is, I think you saw my post on Facebook. It's funny because I didn't
Nobody
really,
goes on Facebook.
Fuck, you saw it, but it didn't get hella likes because niggas are either this way or the other.
Hold on. I'm listening to you.
Look, if you're, if
Hey,
you
man, let
love,
me call you
if
back. I'm doing this
love
podcast telling
LeBron,
everybody how much you make me better.
Good job.
If you love
You want to hear what
LeBron,
her response was?
Was
She
it?
said, whatever, you're a liar. Bye.
see, just to show how much you love her.
I'm telling you.
This is the LeBron lover. If you did say that is weird as shit, then that's what I mean by these LeBron lovers. The LeBron haters and lovers are the same people. That is fucking insane.
No, what
That
did you think
looks
of? I ain't
terrible.
talked to you.
I don't want to talk
No,
about
Drew said it was cool. He was hurt. And he can't get. Drew said he can't win for losing. He doesn't think that was bad. He didn't think that looked crazy. He
didn't
said
say
if he would,
that.
yeah, he did. He said if he did that a couple days later, they'd have the same issue.
Oh.
And I'm just like, that's the LeBron lover. Like, that's
no, it's
insane. For him to walk up there with this after the game, that is cowardly and weak.
You know what happened?
Period.
You know what
I've
happened?
always been like that.
Yeah, man, he has episodes. You know what happened?
Like, my nigga,
You know what happened?
You look like you looking crazy.
You know what happened?
And if you don't think he looks crazy, then that's
don't
when you.
wanna talk
That's
about
one of
it.
those
Never
things.
been like that.
That's one of those things where you gauge if you like him
Now,
too
you wanna
much.
know what
If
happened?
you justify that
You-
shit.
you wanna know what happened?
Look, I'm a LeBron James fan. Personally, I'm talking about myself, and that looked fucking
I'm proud of you.
insane.
Thank
You know what happened? You know what happened that was fucked up? Is he had such a great playoff run, and then it got like tarnished because like the end of that series, he just looked really bad.
Game one was cowardly.
No,
There's
I mean,
no
no.
way of getting around that shit. That shit was cowardly.
But even look, man, that was cowardly, but there was a part of you that understood.
I didn't.
Okay.
Not with 5 minutes to go in a game. Still, it's tied.
Yeah.
As a
No, no, no,
competitor,
no, no, no,
I'm not
no, no,
LeBron
no,
James.
no,
I'll never
no,
understand
no,
the
no, no, no,
situation.
no.
As an athlete and as a competitor with 5 minutes to go in a game, I don't understand how you quit.
No. Check this out. Check this
Why
out.
are you tired?
Check this out. I'm talking about before that, because that didn't come out until the end of the series.
Well, no, because it did if you just looked at what happened.
You
Them
talking about-
niggas quit. You saw it in overtime.
Right, but yeah, I mean that too. But they
And my mom asked me going into game 4, how do you think this game's gonna go? I said it's gonna go like LeBron wants it to go. If LeBron goes for it, then they're gonna play hard. If LeBron folds, they fold. It's that simple. And it's the same thing with overtime. That overtime was the same. They're gonna move how he comes out this overtime is how they're gonna move.
No, he
just like
definitely-
game
he
4.
definitely- You know what he did?
It's
you know what he
that
did?
simple.
That it was like,
It's cowardly.
what was me? He did one of the things to where you was like, I thought we was done with this. I thought he stopped doing this type of shit.
Right, he was the track runner who pulled up lane.
Yeah.
Like, that's what he was. And we
And
go,
then-
oh, this nigga crazy. He pulled his hamstring, huh?
So now
Like, that's what happened.
I wasn't at the baby. I came to the baby shower late. But what? No. So when you say he had the cast on, what was you saying?
I don't want to talk about LeBron, bro. I swear I don't.
It was,
But you on a podcast, bro. You gotta talk.
Right.
So this is what I was saying about LeBron. This is all I was saying. So if LeBron, so if they down 2-0 and then LeBron comes out with a cast on, because you were talking about the LeBron haters and LeBron lovers.
Right.
So are you telling me right now that if LeBron, they were down 2-0 and LeBron came out with a cast on, niggas gonna be like, oh, you're making excuses
He
already?
couldn't play?
Huh?
What do you mean, like, if he
No,
couldn't play
that's
or
not
he
what I
could
said.
play?
When he came out with a cast on in the post game, like he did after game 4, after game 2.
No, if you're going to play, don't wear that shit until this is over. If you're playing,
He did.
No, time out.
No, don't wear that, like, until this shit is over.
Time out.
Like, this
time
shit's
out.
over.
I got time out because I got a question before you finish, right? I don't really.
Also, I don't want to talk about it.
I don't care about what anybody else. What did you like? What was your thoughts when this nigga came out with a cast on?
I'll say
Good
this.
question.
So during game 4, and I thought this feeling the whole series. I missed game 1 because when I was in LA. So games 2 and 3 and game 4. And I tweeted during game 4. I said, "Why is LeBron not shooting threes?" Because the whole series has been hella play. If you watch the game, you know LeBron's game. A lot of the great players.
He's been knocking down jumpers.
If you look at LeBron, there's certain plays where he comes off and he always shoots a 3. LeBron would not shoot 3.
I'm not questioning if he was hurt, though.
Yeah, I'm answering Lance's question. So I tweeted during the game, like, LeBron, this whole series will not shoot. So after the catch, I was like, oh, that's why this nigga's hand is fucked up.
Sure.
And LeBron been doing, LeBron uses his left, but he kept going to his left. And I noticed y'all tweeted it before that cash shit. I was like, oh, that was what my first thought was that. That's why LeBron's not shooting, because his hand was fucked up. That was my first thought.
Okay. So, but then I'm saying, so when you
That's
seen
what you asked
him,
me.
when you seen him come to the podium with a cast on now, what did you think?
I just told you.
Oh, you was like, oh, because he's hurt.
I was like, oh, yeah, that's why LeBron ain't shooting, because his hand is hurt.
So,
Okay.
I mean, I guess that's why he did it. It worked.
So,
But I said that before.
Right,
No,
right,
because,
I noticed
but,
this
no,
shit.
because I believe you noticed that. I believe his hand's hurt.
Okay.
But that looks like I believe his hands hurt. I'll
man.
give him that. My thing is,
Nah.
you look like you've been playing. You've been hooping.
I get why.
Nigga, we should, like, today, niggas should be like, oh, you know LeBron's out in lane. They got a cast on right now.
Yeah.
Oh, shit, for real? Oh yeah. Remember when I told you?
I agree.
Remember when I told you that nigga wasn't going right?
I agree with
That's
that.
when
But
the
this is-
conversation,
but this
not
is the thing.
right after game, nigga went,
I agree.
Oh, no.
And he wasn't doing all that.
That shit look, I mean,
no. That nigga, that nigga purposely.
Listen, hold on, no, because y'all asked me to talk, so I'm going to speak on this dumb shit for a minute. So,
Why is he dumb though?
because I don't want to, because between social media, I'm tired of the LeBron conversation. People ask me, I don't care about basketball
You care.
right now. I don't. I care about where he's going when free agency starts. That's when I'll care again. Okay. Right now, I have fatigue. I don't care. I swear I don't. Damn, what else train of thought now? What was that?
So you did, okay, so here's another, okay,
Oh,
if you don't
no,
remember,
that's
I have
what I'm
another
saying.
question
That's what
for
I
you.
was saying. You asked like, what if a couple days later, all LeBron got a cast on? I feel like the way LeBron is so polarizing at this point that no matter when, if any time in the span between game 1 and today, if he had a cast on, it would have been a problem.
Right. No, but
Period.
This
Period.
But this is what I'm saying.
Do
Though,
you
right?
hold on? Do y'all disagree with that?
No, I don't. I don't
Do you
disagree with
dis-
that.
I don't either, but I have an answer for
I don't
that.
disagree with that, but there is a way to not look like a bitch.
That's exactly
like because
right.
because
Well,
what
not the
happened,
word bitch.
So what would he? So what should
So
he do?
this is what I'm saying. If LeBron comes out 3 days later with the cast on and he just walked his daily life, but now he does have to wear a cast because his hand hurts. Now let
That's
the
for
wait.
you.
Now that's what I'm saying.
I'm
That's
only-
what I'm saying. Now let the LeBron weirdo haters hate. Like
But
that's what I'm
they're
saying.
regardless.
But
That's
that's
what
what
I'm
I'm saying.
saying.
You're going to
It's
defend.
past
But that's
that.
what I'm saying. You're going to defend
But I
regardless
haven't even
because
defended. I
that
haven't
looks.
even defended. I haven't even talked
But
about
my
LeBron
thing is,
today.
if that
Don't care.
to me,
Why
if
not?
you say
I'm tired of talking about
no,
LeBron
because
James.
to me, if you say that doesn't look
But I thought
crazy, that's only a LeBron lover would say that doesn't look fucking insane.
I haven't talked
told
about
you
how
already.
you tired of it.
No, I'm talking about the conversation. I said that 10 times.
Oh,
man.
the conversation.
I'm tired. I have fatigue.
Do you think
with
LeBron
James.
did cowardly things this series? Cowardly.
That is.
Do you think that was soft as shit?
For me, overtime was bigger than that.
Right, I'll give you that more than the cast.
Was it cowardly?
That's like the casting LeBron couldn't win. I still feel like
No. Okay. Look, we know LeBron has been on TV for a long time. He purposely, at the end of the game,
His press conferences were very shit. No, were cowardly against his teammates, especially after game 1 and then game 3. And he's telling their players, "We're in a series still. Their players are better than our players."
without ever one time saying, "But with all of that, we about to go fight." It was always just like, "Yeah, man, they a lot better."
There's a whole. That's what I'm saying. That's what I'm saying. That's why this is annoying.
No,
Let me. Okay, for one. Okay, so did you watch that press conference?
I watched it after you told me how good it was.
Because it wasn't just that. Like you have to have some
no, it was 15 minutes. I watched the whole 15 minutes.
22
Yeah, I watched the whole whatever. I watched the whole thing.
Yeah.
All right. If that's all you got from it, then
No,
okay.
that was a 4-minute. That was a 4-minute part of it.
I watched all that shit.
I saw the whole thing.
At no
but that was a
point-
big ass part. I was
At
like
no
4
point
minutes.
of none of this conversation is he saying, "But we going, man, we finna go fight." They top to bottom, but hey, man, we about to go give them
But
some.
also true if you notice what LeBron says. I'm saying it's about if you notice what LeBron says about everything for the last however long. He doesn't say about nothing. When they win or lose, LeBron's even before the playoffs started, LeBron said specifically, man, this is basketball. There's other things that's more important, and this is just fun. I don't care about my finals record. None of that. He said that specifically before this series started.
Now,
he's been saying that same narrative for the last 5 years.
But listen.
So I can't knock him for that because he's been already killed that. I don't give
You
him
know what's
about
funny?
that.
You know what's funny? I remember when Floyd did that against. Floyd did that against Pacquiao. When Floyd was in the locker room and kind of said something like that, and people was like, "Oh, this nigga making excuses already."
Yeah, man, but listen.
And so it's all relative to the conversation.
But listen,
it all depends on who you want to defend.
Even if LeBron said that, right? I don't care about none of that. Then you wouldn't have a cast on.
Facts.
And you wouldn't have shot 13 shots in game 4.
Right.
You could finna go out shooting this bitch. Like you know what?
If you truly don't give a fuck.
You know
But LeBron's never done that though.
This is
He's
the
taken way
knock.
more than 13
This is the
shots.
knock
He took
that's been on
13
him his whole
shots.
career.
Yeah,
Like honestly, right?
yeah, I mean,
it's
it has been, but
it's
I-
kid-
And the
it's-
cast is like, "Hey, y'all, look, it was like he was dropping the bomb. Look what it happened."
not just that. Listen, when you have a conversation about, they're better than us, and then you have another thing when you have a cast in your hand. It's like, look, man, they better than us. My teammate don't know the
You
score,
gotta ask that nigga, man.
and I got a cast on my hand. It's like, nah, this ain't my fault, right, guys? Look,
Yeah,
that's what everything.
Absolutely,
Look, man,
shit
when
was
you come
cowardly,
out,
bro.
look, man, if you
There's
watch,
no that-
and we
I
was watching game 4, and it's like, bro, this nigga's not playing. This nigga literally is not playing basketball.
And they were gonna
bro.
and they were gonna do what he was gonna do.
I think there is a situation where I'm not defending it, but I do feel like if even just when the game started at the Q and I was watching the game, I tweeted during the game, I was like, this feels like a funeral. As soon as the game started.
To my game 3 or game 4?
Like that shit. I mean, you know what I'm saying? Shit was already.
Because you gotta remember last year
building,
they were down 3-0 and they won a game.
Right. The energy in that building, right? Because it sounds even the Warriors are they kind of
team last year didn't quit.
but you know what happened? Game 1 took a lot of because yes or no,
It did.
that everybody, including people on this show, say them niggas have no chance of getting swept.
I said they losing 5.
I said Cavs in 6.
You didn't say they
My real prediction is they're gonna. My prediction throughout the whole thing was
You told me several times. Told me they're getting swept. Trey. You didn't tell
4
me
or
that.
5. 4 or 5.
He said
Yeah, I
4 or
said
5.
4 or 5.
And I said,
but I'll
Cavs.
give you that. I mean, I would take the 4. That means I was right. But my thing the whole time was 4 or 5.
So okay,
And
fuck
no,
y'all.
no,
Anybody else? Well, there's a lot of
4 or 5. It's not shit. That's a blowout.
Right. No, what I'm saying is, forget y'all. Then most people think the Cavs are going to get swept. They have a
Yes.
chance on the series.
Yes.
Yeah.
Right. So when you feel like, and the whole world pretty much feels, and the odds are something insane
Right.
in Vegas.
Yes.
The most world for them, they don't have a chance. That was the
Yes.
narrative.
Sure. He just said
So,
one game. One
as I'm saying, so if you do what LeBron did game 1, and then
he
some,
didn't even finish game 1. Like we can't acknowledge that he didn't finish game 1.
No, but he had one of the great games.
4 quarters.
Yeah.
And then he didn't regulation. He
He
quit.
didn't do shit no
right,
time.
but again, well, let me finish because you're saying even with that, everybody knows what happened, but still there's have to have context to that. So if you're playing in a situation where you're up against a team that you said, a lot of people said is the best team you've ever seen, and they're pretty much unbeatable,
and that's tough too. Because they was just down 3-2 to Houston.
I'm not
But go
talking
ahead.
about you, but just yes or no is that the narrative on the Warriors?
Yeah, I mean,
That's all I'm
it's a
saying.
lot of narrative.
That's all I'm saying.
Right.
Most people think the Warriors are, if not the best team, one of the best teams they ever fucking seen.
Yeah.
So when you have that, you're on the road. Game 1, you did what LeBron did, and then you have a nigga do what he did. You have nigga missing a free throw. You have niggas running around like fucking John Havlicek with the basketball instead of fucking going timeout or doing something productive. nigga, you have to find. Okay, right? You do.
That's tough. So let me ask you this question: with all those things you said, everybody thought they was gonna get blown. I thought they were gonna lose by 25 game one.
Yeah.
So now if somebody told them, hey, in game one it's gonna be tied with 5 minutes to go, and y'all got 5 minutes.
No, but what I'm saying is. You can't do that without context of what happened.
Context of what's going on is this nigga is the best player in the world. You have to move on. That's what I'm saying. He has to move on from that.
I get you.
And if he does not,
when
a spade is a spade. That's cowardly.
But if you're watching and niggas don't know there's timeouts and
he could have decided how that shit went.
If you know LeBron and you know how he think LeBron be after he remembers every play and the nigga's very in his head for good and bad. So if you're that kind of cerebral thinker and that player, and niggas aren't thinking and playing, are not thinking, everybody's triggers are different for what can make you be like, what the fuck? So if a nigga who thinks like that way about the game, and LeBron has to carry a huge load for that team for them niggas to even be productive against not good teams.
No doubt.
So if they had the whole context of shit, LeBron had arguably the best playoff run in the last however long. He end up passing Mike for most points in the playoff. I know he was right. He was like 16 points behind him in game 4. So he was either right behind Mike or past Mike for the most points ever scored in a playoff. This nigga had getting game winners, got triple. If he didn't have a triple double, he had 40. If he had 40, he had a 50. Or now he had 37. He's making a game winner. He's played all 82 games. The nigga has played every minute in the finals. He's played all but about 20 minutes at the most. He doesn't get to come out the fucking game. We saw the nigga in game 3 turn his ankle. Most niggas just tied his shoot up more and kept playing. Draymond went this far into his eye with his fucking finger, and these niggas can't know what the score is. So yes, maybe LeBron didn't handle shit perfectly, but the load that nigga carried, he played every game. I remember I was watching. I had
But that's a conversation
I had League Pass. Not League Pass. It was on League Pass. There was a game late in the season. They were playing the Bulls, and we already know the Bulls roster is super weird anyway. Not all the weird niggas they had was hurt. And LeBron played in that game. I'm like, this nigga is really trying to lead these niggas. He's playing in this game. I wouldn't have played that game.
So check this out.
I'm not done.
Okay.
So when you're doing all of that since September or October when the season started, and you get to this point and niggas can't even hold up. I don't ask, because it could be a situation where LeBron be like, I don't even ask you niggas for much. I've shouldered this shit. And yeah, so maybe in game 4, you know what, we getting our ass whooped. These niggas is better than us. You niggas is weak. And I don't have nothing else for you. So we all get like that in life. Well, our jobs, relationships, yeah, man, I just don't really have nothing else for you, my nigga.
So what you just said makes him look worse. Like, because
we got a game 4, we got sleepers.
I promise you. Like, look,
damn.
when you say all of that, right? Because what you're saying is,
you still didn't do enough. You averaged 37 in the final, shooting 57%.
That's
and then you get blown out in game 4 by niggas who are not. You're not gonna win,
bruh.
And these niggas like, man,
listen.
I'm talking about game 1 still.
Right. But what you're saying,
that goes into that too.
Like, look, you're saying I played all 82 games. Why did he play all 82 games?
Because he had a choice that they lose everything and fucking
Man, he
play.
played all 82 games because he's never done that before in his career, and he wants that on his legacy.
Right, but see, again, that's the thing. Like, that's the thing with LeBron. That's what I mean. Like, no matter what, it's always gonna be something else.
I'm only saying that because in game 4, when y'all losing, you only take 13 shots.
Yeah, that's all I got left. I can see
That's
that.
all you got left?
I can see that. That's all I got left.
Okay.
Because who said it the other day? It was somebody not even on the Cavs. Like, well, it was Kerr. Steve Kerr said it. I don't know how he got to the finals. That's what Steve Kerr said.
I mean, no,
I don't.
There's only one reason. There's only one reason.
I'm not having a conversation about how phenomenal LeBron was in the playoffs.
But that goes into it,
I'm not having a conversation about that.
But that goes into it, though.
But there's 2 reasons.
No, because it's never okay to quit.
Okay.
But there's 2 reasons why they got to the finals. LeBron is really great, and the East is really bad. Somebody had to go.
The Cavs are really bad.
The Cavs are
really bad with the best player on the planet.
Yeah, I mean, because who was better? The Raptors?
Without LeBron, the Celtics are way better. And the Raptors are better without LeBron, too.
I mean, without LeBron.
I mean, even if you downgrade LeBron to another
But
superstar.
we're not downgrading him. He's the best player on the planet.
So, but you're saying two reasons. Not about the East. It's about LeBron.
No, the East has something to do because we know he wouldn't have come out the West. So the East does have something to do with it. We know that.
You said he got to the. He's great.
The Cavs are hella sorry. I know you've been defending them all season. That team fucking sucks.
Okay.
That's tough. Personnel-wise, who has the better roster besides maybe the Celtics.
The Raptors, that's a good team. The Wizards, that's a good team.
Roster-wise?
Yes.
Fucking Indiana. Roster-wise, the Cavs aren't good.
Okay, Chad, let me ask you a question. And this is what I believe. I can't call it a fact. If you put LeBron on the Pacers, y'all will be saying that team is trash, and LeBron needs help.
Even with Oladipo.
With everybody
Right,
there.
they're all sorry. So I'm saying they suck.
You just said Indiana's good.
But
you just said that.
Right, you said who's better. Like you said whose rosters is good.
No, you said whose roster's better, and you said Indiana.
Oh, well, they're close.
So in other words,
They're
the
close.
rosters are close, and the best player on the planet's on one of the teams. So yeah, I mean that's a factor because we know he wouldn't have came out the West. What I'm saying is we can't have none of it. Like for instance, if this same conversation is about Kobe quitting against Phoenix, I don't want to have no conversation about none of that other shit.
I don't bring that. I don't bring
no,
that
I'm not
up.
talking about that. He quit.
That's fine.
There's nothing else
We're
to say.
not saying it's fine, but
there's nothing else to say. He's trying to show up
I
Phil
don't
Jackson. He's trying to.
But if you know what I thought, that's what I thought.
That's not cool. Kobe carried them niggas like niggas have never been carried in the planet.
Speaking of Kobe.
Kobe.
And Kobe recognized he was trash.
I love Kobe.
So
By the way, I'm a Lakers
Tell us why
fan.
you love Kobe.
I'm a Lakers fan, first of all.
So
but-
why didn't you say Shaq or?
You about to
Well,
love
I like
love
Shaq too,
LeBron in
but
2
Shaq's not an
months.
original. He's not an original Laker either.
So is
But I
Kobe
like-
the greatest Laker of all time?
Yeah, I mean, in my eyes, yeah, I do. Magic and
Kobe.
Magic and Kobe.
yeah.
So when you seen Kobe's comments, you thought he was hating?
I
Because you're not a
thought
Kobe Bryant fan.
I don't even hate Kobe. I hate the Lakers.
Yeah.
You thought Kobe was hating?
Hater.
Yeah, I hate hate the Lakers.
But you seen Kobe's comments, you thought he was hating?
I thought Kobe was saying was stupid. Like
Yeah, I thought it was very
stupid.
lazy. I thought it was
stupid.
lazy.
Figure it out.
What do you
Like,
mean
shut
by
the
You have to figure out a way
Figure
to
it out.
win a championship. I thought that was just a lazy.
He is figuring out why he's fucking going to the other team.
But he's never been lazy.
He was like, you gotta
So,
figure it out.
he gets a
And
lazy
again,
I'm
answer.
like, oh,
He's
he did.
retired.
Kobe,
And that's
give me
That's
more
what
than
retired
that.
and
people
also
do.
too, that goes back to this nigga can't really win because when LeBron was trying to, people were saying, well, LeBron's changing the team. That's him trying to find out
Well,
how to
Kobe
win.
was wrong. That was
no,
lazy.
I know,
I
but
thought,
no,
man,
what I'm
I
saying
thought
is though,
that shit was
but certain things are narratives, and people who attach themselves to certain play, people run with those kind of things.
Check this out.
But
I didn't hear what you said.
and the same people will be
I'll
like,
tell you what he said.
well, LeBron trying to handpick his team. Well, that's him trying to win, then, right?
So
He's
look,
trying to help.
so
So
what
what do you want that nigga to do?
That Kevin Durant.
So this is what Kobe said, right? They was asking him about LeBron and all that. He was like, man, you just got to figure out how to win, man. You just gotta. And he said, at this point, you keep saying narratives. He said, at this point, it ain't about narratives. Ain't nobody gonna care about none of this shit. You just need to win.
So how is that lazy then?
Because everybody in the world, because a big on the street can tell you that.
Yeah, I mean,
No, but ain't
That
nobody.
ain't no fucking basketball. Ain't no insight to
you want
nothing.
him to give him pointers?
Right, no, I get.
You don't need insight.
Right.
Look, man. At
No,
some
but they were
point,
going to play
so
for insight. It was
everybody
Bron, a bunch of players.
LeBron don't need Kobe to
No, I
tell
didn't
him.
watch Rico. I think it was a bunch of players.
Then why is it lazy?
LeBron doesn't need
If
Kobe to
LeBron
tell him
don't
to
need
win.
it,
That's
why are you
stupid.
guys
No.
upset about
Oh,
his
thanks, Kobe.
answer?
No, not see.
That's why I actually
No,
started
okay,
off
let me
like,
ask you this. What would you take from that?
What would I take from that? I don't know his relationship with Kobe.
Let me ask you.
Yeah,
If it
why-
makes
why-
you
I'm
what
trying to
I
figure
take
out.
from
let's say they had a good relationship.
What would you take
I
from
take
it? Yes,
from it?
Lance, what would you take from that?
I would take, man, I gotta
Duh.
do whatever no, but it ain't duh.
But-
It's not duh. Because if you watching, right, like you just said, he's playing all 82 games. Like if you watch LeBron, he's focused on his field goal percentage. You can see him playing basketball, thinking about making sure his percentages are right. Nigga, go win. I don't give a fuck if you go 7 for 46. Go
LeBron doesn't
win.
have that wiggle room.
I get
7
that,
for-
and that's why you tell the niggas
Yes
just go
or no,
win.
7 for 46, the Cavs ain't doing nothing.
You talking
LeBron
about
has to be, because this is the thing too, because you're saying that, but also, again, that goes back to what I was saying before, so I don't talk about this shit. It goes too long. But,
I'm fine.
like LeBron, like I was saying before, is a very cerebral player. So LeBron knows he's going to make whatever makes sense in the play, from play to play. He plays like that. So if that turns into him shooting for 57%, at the end of the ball still has to go in. So whether or not you that's what I'm saying. That's a cop out for niggas who are inefficient, who be jacking up stupid ass shots. At the end of the day, the goal is for me to play great for my team to get here. If LeBron gets 38 and he's 15 to 26, and Kobe his face is snarled up and he's 7 to 39, that don't make that shit better because you went out gunning. What's the weapon of that shit every fucking game? James Harden does that shit every game. Nobody gives a fuck. That's just Kobe because Kobe made up a system and he snarls and then that shit looks like something, my nigga. It does to most people. They take it. And for you saying that shit don't fucking matter. LeBron is getting the job done. Okay. It don't matter about Kobe can say that shit sounds. All that shit is trying to sound tough and gunslingery. That's all that shit, man. No, listen, I'm not done. You ask me a question. I'm gonna talk about this dumbass shit.
Out of it too.
That's all the way.
To me, I don't even think Kobe was hating. It felt lazy.
That shit don't fucking matter. That's like saying they'll go out. I threw 7 picks, but I was chucking them trying to get the touchdown. You threw 7 picks. So who gives a fuck?
So check this out.
Who gives a fuck? Because you look snarly when you were doing it.
Nah, but that's
what it is, though. Because niggas, I'm not even hating on. But that's the shit that people play into. The same way people play into saying that LeBron.
I'm talking about this right here, man. Look,
that shit matters, my nigga.
This is what he said. He was like, he said you gotta.
He didn't say nothing. What are we talking about this? All he said was nothing.
Before that, you seen the tweet that went viral, right?
That shit?
You seen that? The tweet?
Well, I saw.
So somebody tweeted and was like, if Kobe played against the people LeBron played against, he would have no championship.
And he was going about who he played.
And Kobe said, I had to play against the Spurs every year pretty much. And I had to go against the first super team in Boston. Right. But what do I know?
So did LeBron. That's how he got. That's how fucking the Cavs.
But he was just rebuttaling got there. Kobe was rebuttaling.
He was rebuttaling.
Yeah,
and
he was rebuttaling.
And all he's saying is,
I don't have a problem with that.
And all he's saying is,
you know why I do? Because you did play the Spurs every year. But you know what? This is out of their mouth, out of Shaq and Kobe's mouth. Them niggas took nights saying, I ain't got it tonight. And niggas could lean on another amazing player. LeBron doesn't have that fucking luxury.
What about no? This year. This is the first year.
Even still, like
he had Kyrie Irving and Dwayne Wade and Chris Bosh.
Dwayne Wade and Kyrie don't equal Shaq.
I'm talking about Pau Gasol.
No.
He got 2 Pau Gasol.
Yeah, Pau Gasol, right.
And Lamar Odom and Andrew Bynum.
And you can he has players who
they did.
One time they got beat 4-1, the other time they won 7. And Kobe played terrible in Game 7.
Dwayne Wade can carry the fucking Heat for games. Chris Bosh can carry a team for a game.
Check this out.
Kyrie, we saw Kyrie carry a team for a game not 2 years ago.
Check this out.
So LeBron's had, we got to be. LeBron's had.
Check this out.
I'm not saying that.
Kobe played.
This year he didn't.
Kobe played terrible in Game 7 against Boston. 23 points, 16 rebounds. Go fucking win. Down the stretch, you made plays.
Yeah, Metta was hooping.
Metta had 14 points and hit a big 3.
Metta was hooping.
Derek Fisher hit a big 3. That's how basketball works. LeBron. Against the 73-9 Warriors, you broke down the stretch. Go make a block. Kyrie will make the point. Go fucking get it done.
That point, again, that goes back to what.
That's why it was done. But see,
that's not lazy.
But that's why it was kind of lazy for me this year because they weren't about to get done.
No.
He ain't about to go get done.
No.
What I'm saying, the timing.
What's the point of Kobe saying that if you just give an example of LeBron doing that, and he's done obviously a bunch.
Right. So then you must be talking about the timing.
So again, what does Kobe saying matter?
Dog. He's talking about in general.
He just wants to talk because he's not on the focus right now, and he wants to get.
I don't know that.
That's what I'm saying.
Yeah,
that's where there was a tweet. It was a tweet about 3 weeks ago when Kobe said something.
Because Kobe is active right now.
He said join the.
And Kobe's as active as he wants to be.
Yeah, and
Kobe's as active as he wants to be.
LeBron do some shit.
Niggas knows what's going on social media.
LeBron do something.
Kobe knows that niggas be like, nigga, you not in this conversation.
That's fine.
And he knows that. That's why he added this stuff.
But listen,
that's why you.
And listen, and this is something.
Not saying you deserve it. I'm just saying niggas know what's going on. That's why I'm saying that.
Factual. Everybody who plays, Kobe is in that conversation. Yeah. You will never hear a player. This all fans that be like,
absolutely.
Kobe. Every player
he
be
can't
like,
fuck with LeBron, but
that's fine. But no player say that.
I think a lot of players respect Kobe's dog.
They do.
I mean, but niggas who done it are saying, man, nigga, him.
Yeah.
Donovan Mitchell the other day, like Donovan Mitchell was like, he's still a LeBron fan. He was like in high school, I was LeBron. And he was like, when I got to the league, I was like, damn, this nigga Kobe. Like, Kobe wasn't in the league with him, but he learned from other players like this nigga Kobe's dog was kind of different.
So what I'm saying is, yeah, we can say who ain't in the conversation amongst who. Whose conversation matters.
Right.
If it's a players round table, I love Kevin Hart. We all love Kevin Hart, right? Well,
Right.
I don't, but
Well, he's not funny, but I like Kevin Hart.
you feel what I'm saying?
Yeah.
The motherfuckers get around, and it ain't like who's better, Kevin or Eddie. They talking Chappelle and Pryor and
Yeah.
George Carlin.
Yeah.
That's just what it is.
Right.
And it's like LeBron is great, and every time LeBron do something, Kobe's the first nigga tweeting #LeBranium or whatever the fuck he be saying. Like he said some shit about LeBron, and then somebody tweeted something crazy, and Kobe was like,
Yeah.
I just got an Oscar. I'm not worried. I'm not trying to protect my basketball legacy. This is what I'm doing. I don't. He said something like, I know y'all don't believe that we can root for each other.
You know why I don't. This time I'm not gonna come. I feel like they're all great players. I feel like every great player does. It's
Sit down
ego.
and be like,
That shit don't shut up, my nigga.
Everybody,
Kobe ain't that far removed to be shut down.
No,
like
no,
that.
no,
Everybody cares.
not shut
I always
down.
feels like
I
he
would
probably
care.
could have led this
I would
team
care.
to the championship.
Absolutely.
I would
And
care.
he should
That's
feel
what
that
I'm
way.
saying. Right. That's what he's
Just like LeBron should
I
feel
would
like if
feel
he
that
played
way.
with Shaq, he'd have 13 titles.
Yeah.
That's how you
That's
go
what I'm saying.
feel.
That's why I'm not necessarily buying Kobe's. I'm not. I don't. Yes,
I
you
mean,
do.
no, no, no,
Yes,
no.
you do.
No,
Yes,
no,
you
no,
do.
no. I'm
Look at no
talking-
goddamn Oscar.
I'm talking about
That nigga
motherfuckers-
wants 2 more rings to pass Mike. That's what he really thinks
Absolutely.
about. That's
Listen,
what I'm saying. So I don't buy that.
Hey, check this
I don't
out,
buy
man.
that.
This is who Kobe Bryant is. That nigga wanted to get out of LA, and he only wanted to go to Chicago. Because he said, if I want to be better than this nigga, I got to go do it in his
Right.
house. That's a different level of weird nigga
Okay,
shit.
so real quick.
Genius.
To this comment. So the thing is, LeBron might go to LA. Bless you.
I would love that.
How do
oh,
you-
gosh.
And this the FYI, I'm a big LeBron fan. LeBron goes to Lakers, I'm not fucking with none of that shit. But
He's going to go.
how do you think Kobe and any like great Laker man?
So you'd root for like the Warriors to beat the Cavs?
I mean, before I like the
I mean,
Kings.
Lakers.
The Lakers, he
I'm
was
just
for the
watching,
Warriors
man.
to beat them.
I can't go. Cause this is the thing. In telling that, I would have to be like, ooh, go somebody on the Lakers, make that shot. I'm not doing that.
Okay.
I'm not supporting.
So
I think
how
that's
do you
his question.
think Lakers would feel
Yeah.
about it?
How do you think Laker fans? Say LeBron goes, then they 3-peat. LeBron still
Is it
think-
Laker fans or Laker player, like old players?
start with players. How do you think?
It depends
Magic
on
and
what
them-
players are. Like Magic will be
Magic would
Magic
love
would be
it.
the one bringing him
Yeah,
there.
I
Right,
think
So
so.
Magic's in a
Right.
different chair.
I think Kobe would be
How do you
fine
think
with
Kobe
it.
will feel?
Kobe
I think
fine
Kobe be
with it.
cool with it. I
fine.
think Kobe, the way Kobe be talking is, this is just my thought. I think Kobe be looking at LeBron like, my nigga, you supposed to be so much better than all of us, but you just be acting
is.
like a fucking, like stop doing. And I think that's why you say shit like, bro, just go win.
Right.
And he said when like they went up against Boston, he said he's talking to Michael Jordan, and Mike told him like, I mean, nigga, figure it out. But for me, like that's how people talk to me.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? I don't be, it'd be like, I mean, well, what you gonna do, nigga? Like,
I'll say, but
and it's
What
like,
do you
I'll
want
say,
him
but
to
I'll
say,
say
though?
this, but this is again. That's why this is a deep dive, man. I feel like there's layers to peel back with all this shit. The way people perceive LeBron. When LeBron was in high school, now any player, you could be not even retired yet. LeBron was being called Michael Jordan and Magic Johnson when he was 16.
Mm-hmm.
So already built in, there's
Some
already
resentment.
some weird shit
Right.
before that nigga even gets there.
Right.
I don't give a fuck what
Because
Kobe
even
says,
remember
Michael
when
Jordan says.
remember when
none of them
LeBron
niggas.
posted that video with all of his teammates saying shit about him, Boozer,
Yeah,
all them.
dog, niggas be feeling away and niggas can't understand.
I
Niggas are not gonna tell me.
I even remember
that
when LeBron's first month in the NBA and Ricky Davis was like the leading
Yes.
scorer. Who was the head coach?
Paul Silas.
Paul Silas made a point to say Ricky Davis is our best player.
Yeah. Like,
What the
dog,
fuck he's
LeBron
not?
had a bunch of built-in shit that none of these niggas have to deal with. And
That's
they
facts.
still don't. Because, again, LeBron...
Kobe had to deal with a lot.
No, we didn't.
Nah, not with LeBron.
Only everything Kobe dealt with was just based on some shit that was like other shit, like what I was talking
Yeah,
about.
but people was hating
Or-
on him though for
No, it
that
wasn't
reason
that.
and not
And-
liking
and I'll
him
say this
because
too.
of that.
And I'll say this.
And then they wouldn't even talk about his game. They would talk more about the snitching and the rape case
That
more
was
than
later.
his
But
game.
That was later.
That was
well,
later.
even if it was later, he still had to
one-
endure
one
that.
thing-
But this is my point real quick. I forget it real quick. My bad. So, even with that, like, in the way the world is, I did.
Yes.
Oh, I'm sorry. Maybe it was Hennessy. I'm sorry.
don't bring it by me.
But like the way when Kobe was in his prime, when the Lakers were winning their first 3-peat, right? Or their only 3-peat with them. How like there was no Sports Center is literally on right now. It's on all day. It's continuous. It never stops. The media, the way social media, everything is just totally different. So, no, Michael Jordan and Kobe, or anybody else didn't have every game. LeBron's every game and dribble idea, situation, it's all a story. That should be the heading thing on highly questionable. No matter what he does. So you can't even compare, and as it should be, with great, whether it be music, anything, when you look back 20, 30 years later, all we see is the roses. So, which is how it should be, because people need to appreciate what they did great. But nobody gives a fuck. If LeBron had a weird game against the Kings on November 9th, yes or no, would that be a story? It was some weird shit happen.
For now.
Right, that's what I'm saying. But then it would be a big conversation on social media, and it would build into people's conscious or subconscious of their idea of LeBron James.
For now, yeah.
No, like I said, even that shit will linger. Because niggas might, remember that one game? Like, all that shit. Michael Jordan didn't play with that kind of shit.
Okay.
So Mike could have had some weirdo shit happen.
He had some weirdo shit happen.
Unless you really, we're of an age where we still remember shit and we have more vested remembering. We gotta remember too, and I forget this a lot sometimes on social media. These niggas be 24, bro. These niggas is young as fuck.
Right.
And these niggas don't remember shit. All they know is, man, Mike was sick and he hugged Mike. Perfect example. Honestly, how do y'all think would happen if LeBron was playing? Say, I'll use this for the Heat because it was Mike and Scotty. I'll use it with Kevin Love. If LeBron was walking, holding Kevin Love, what do you think people would do?
They'd be on his helmet.
That shit wouldn't be so. Michael, that shit is folklore now. Well, Michael Jordan, it's a beautiful moment. It is not saying it shouldn't be. Let LeBron be walking off the court, even in the community. We know winning doesn't matter with LeBron. People say he only has 3 rings. So winning doesn't matter. If the Bulls win that game. You think niggas would go, oh, LeBron was beasting. Or like this bitch-ass, crybaby-ass nigga is holding, being dramatic. That's all. Don't tell me nothing else.
But
ain't no but. With that point, there's no but.
Well, LeBron's built up a resume that niggas feel like
he has a resume of being dramatic.
We don't know because we see everything.
Fam,
we don't know
everything. Mike wasn't doing that.
You didn't know everything. You in 1987, you were 3. You didn't see it.
Fam, Mike was not doing that, dog. I'm telling you, Michael Jordan was not doing that, dog.
It was more street ball.
Michael Jordan was not getting hit and flying across.
Because we can even go back to recent memory. Kobe wasn't doing that
shit, dog.
You know what I'm saying?
I'm not saying the nigga ain't never flopped.
But there's
other
other shit going on where people be like, they can look at a nigga a certain way. There's shit that niggas got away with that LeBron did it, niggas wouldn't fuck with it.
Of course. That's life. That's the world.
Right, that's right.
But listen,
I get that.
I'm saying, look, this is.
I'm not going to the violence of LeBron's LeBron, but
so
it's hard to compare that shit.
To answer both your things, right? If you look at what LeBron just did in that, and your only takeaway from it ain't, that nigga on some bullshit. That's like simple. Like that is some bullshit. Quitting and all that goofy shit, that shit is terrible. Yeah. And if it don't gotta be deeper than that. Hey fam, you on some bullshit. If we boys and you, fam, you're not going out there. Go take that shit off your hand, dog. We not doing that. We just going. We not finna go out there on some pity me type shit. And like, nah, fam, that's not because it. Look, man.
Do you think it was hurt?
I don't know. I don't even care if you.
No, but that matters.
I promise you, it does not matter.
So you think he's hurt?
Yeah, I believe so.
And my thing is, if LeBron was hurt, I don't think there's any point where LeBron could have wore a cast and niggas had a problem with it.
Okay, then don't wear a cast, bro.
That's what I'm saying. Now, that's what I'm saying. You see what I'm saying? Now you can't wear a cast. Everybody else in the world can wear a cast.
I think it would be something to consider,
bro. That's what I'm saying.
Especially if it's not broke.
And if we're at that point, then that goes to my point. That nigga can't win.
You know what? There's nobody else. Bro, you want to know the difference? You want to know the difference? You want to know the difference is Kobe.
Curry had a cast.
There is somebody else. Every time Steph Curry play bad in the playoffs, what they say? He hurt.
You're right. You know why? Because they baby. It's a place of babying Steph. Like I've said for years, they baby that nigga.
Okay.
Or he missed 2 weeks of the playoffs.
So if Steph had a bad,
or he missed 2 weeks of the playoffs.
If Steph would have lost and came to the podium in crutches, you'd be like, bruh, stop doing that, fam. Everybody, me, the first person. Steph, why?
Not if you was Steph missed games. Steph was hurt.
Nigga, if you don't lost it and now you come with a cast on your knee.
What game was it? Game 4 against the Rockets? That nigga was hurt in the first half and healthy in the second.
Shots start falling, you really do start feeling good.
It's adrenaline, all of that. But I don't. If they would have lost to Houston in Game 7 and he came to the cat in a Paul Pierce wheelchair, my nigga, that's phony. Stop doing that, my nigga. You look terrible.
Even if it hurts, I'll even concede it hurts.
Yeah.
Nah, bro, we're not doing that, my nigga. Get out the wheelchair, bro. You walked here all the other time.
Paul Pierce did it.
That shit was crazy, but they won, so it was different.
Yeah.
But that's that dramatic shit. But Paul Pierce Paul Pierce is somebody else, man, would be like, I don't, a lot of stuff with Paul Pierce I don't get. But,
Yeah.
you know what I mean?
Nobody
It's
gets
like,
Paul Pierce.
but now, so the answer to
You
the
ain't
other thing,
Kobe.
the other thing about, if he go to the Lakers, it's weird. I don't want to see him. It just sound weird. LeBron on the
that
Lakers.
shit-
It just sound hella weird.
And I've said we got this conversation before at the gym for a while. I would like to see my whole dream thing would be to see LeBron. And I always want to see LeBron on the Spurs.
And because you know what?
He's going to.
Because you know,
Or
because you know,
and DeMarcus.
because you know what, man? I'm watching LeBron, right? And I don't even think there's any way around. Fuck the losing. That hit his legacy. That whole shit is like.
What if he wins back-to-back rings? Do you think where do you think that?
People start forgetting the Celtics shit. I mean, the Maverick shit faded away
Right,
slightly
that's why I asked
until
that.
he showed his
No,
showed his side again.
No,
and they were like, oh yeah, that's that nigga.
The Maverick shit fades until you start talking Michael Jordan, and then it's like when we had this conversation, we can't avoid that. We can't like it's gonna fade when he's making crazy shit and you just in the moment. But when niggas really have the Michael Jordan conversation, it'd be like, nah, bruh. And then he got too much shit on his resume. It's like, nah, bruh. Like
Too much?
Yes. I mean, he has too much. Even the fact of keep switching teams and shit. That's why I don't want him to go, because you've been on a third team. It's going to look weird as fuck, dog.
Right.
Like, and
I've been saying that.
Well, to me, I don't think so, because I think it's the new age.
nah, bruh.
So you
Oh,
think
real
he
quick
said-
thing with that. Did y'all see the parade today?
Yeah.
What y'all think of that KD shit?
What happened?
That shit
Yeah,
was
KD
very,
was saying a lot of
That
shit.
was a lot of weird
What'd he
shit.
do?
What?
It wasn't even KD saying anything.
What
I
they
don't know
do?
what you're
Warriors.
talking
The Warriors. You see?
Oh, when they said we pay whatever you want and all that shit?
No, after that, they were like, "Nah, we're not paying whatever you want." They kept pretty much jabbing that nigga, like, because the first they said
Jabbing
that
who?
KD, and they were like, after that they were like, "No, we're not paying you whatever because you ain't been here the whole time. You're not really one of us. Like, you was here for the after shit."
Who said that, though? Owners?
Yeah, and
I didn't see that shit.
after that they
Almost went.
damn, what was the other one? The other one was worse. I know where to find it. Y'all talking. I know where to find it.
So
We got to wrap up.
Because KD just had a GQ interview. He was talking about being a leader and all that. You seen all that shit?
What he say, I'm not a leader?
He said, I'm not a leader. I don't want to be a leader.
And he wants to retire at 35, or he could retire.
I just
at
seen him
35.
say. I seen him on Kimmel saying
He
he
ain't 35
Well, he definitely
yet?
could.
he's not even 30 yet.
Goodness gracious.
KD could retire.
looks
KD
old.
KD's worth hundred. I mean, it's crazy, man. That's the dope thing about these new age niggas. These niggas have made
Did you see
so
Draymond
much
Green?
fucking money. No, I didn't see nothing about that.
You seen Draymond?
with
No,
the shirt.
no.
Nah. Oh, the shirt was funny too when he's talking to Mr. Fab, and he was like, "Why were y'all able to do this?" He's like, "I'm gonna be honest with y'all, man. These teams just you want my politically correct answer? You
Oh,
want the real."
you're talking about Tristan Thompson?
Oh yeah, I saw.
He
Well,
said these teams are just soft. He said Tristan Thompson tried to shake my hand after the game. And I was like, nah, you just ain't cut the same and walk out. And then just a video, and as you see Tristan trying to shake his hand after the game, and he just like walked past her and they're like, nah, bruh.
yeah,
And that shit is hilarious.
yeah.
But
wild.
yeah, Draymond's that nigga, man. That shit is fucking comedy. And
Favorite player in the
he
NBA.
might get the super max. That's all about you know.
They asked him too. Like, they asked him about LeBron. They was like, "What if there was a rumor like LeBron would take a meeting with the Warriors?" Like they had a couple years ago. They said the same thing. He was like, "Well, LeBron comes to the Warriors, I probably won't be here."
Fact.
Oh, who, Draymond said that?
There's an Anthony Davis thing
Ladies.
catching steam.
That's been going on for a couple
That's
years.
been on for years. Because even, and it's like narratives, right? Because we talk about the,
But it would be without Dre and Clay.
yeah.
You know the
He was
interesting
still
thing is
white as
why
fuck,
don't they do the if Anthony Davis is like LeBron need to figure that out with AD.
and Paul George or something. Look, but LeBron is specific about who he want to play with. I don't know who he want to play with. That nigga's team is airtight, bro. Like that nigga know.
Down to
And-
Kendrick Perkins.
And that's what gets tough about when you talk teammates, because it's like, but fam, these is the niggas you wanted. Outside of Kyrie, like you didn't expect Kyrie to be going all that, but
Yeah.
I mean, my nigga,
But
like,
that's the big. That's a.
I mean,
huge
that
part
is
of it.
big. That's super big. And you
I
ain't,
think LeBron
Shit was cool till that
Didn't
nigga was
LeBron
gone.
tell them don't trade him?
Yeah.
at some point, but it was weird, man, because they was trying to trade him per his request, what they said, and then once Kyrie got wind of it, he was like, I want out, and then he was saying don't trade him, but Kyrie's like, I don't want to be here, at that point. But I don't know, man, and even I don't know, like when Kobe's talking narratives. Because it was a lot of stories and people was taking it like Kobe was saying, stay with one team, stick it out, and everybody saying, but you, and it's like, I don't think that's what he's saying. I think he's just saying nobody remembers that shit. Nobody cares about that shit. Nobody cares that Scottie Pippen almost got traded for Sean Kemp.
Yeah.
Nobody says that Scottie
Tracy
Pippen, but even Scottie Pippen asked to get traded to Phoenix. He wanted to play with Charles Barkley. That's why they ended up playing together in Houston. Like this was.
Then they didn't like each other.
Yeah, and then Mike told Scottie like you never gonna win with Charles Barkley. Like this, and when players talk, man, and I don't mean like when players really give you some insight, it's like people really gotta like be grateful for that. Like the mind of how these niggas
Well,
is
that's
thinking
what I
with
took
that.
from that interview we all talking about with LeBron. I thought that was a good ass press
No, it
conference.
was.
No, shit was
just
great
bad- it was
information,
bad
but it was
timing.
revealing.
It was bad
Yeah.
It was
timing.
revealing
It
of
was
where he
very
was
bad.
in that series.
It was very bad
yeah.
timing.
I thought it was
But-
great.
And again, that's my point that I had made on Twitter about this whole super team thing. LeBron said what I said.
Yeah, I never gave a
But-
fuck about super teams.
but
So it
they-
was, for
but
me, that's never anything I've ever had to get over.
Mike told Scottie Charles is too fat to win a championship. But
Scottie said that to him.
so that's simple, right? But what he's saying is he's not going to dedicate his
He's not
body
going to do the things willing to take.
that it's going to take to get this done.
Yeah.
And it's like, and on hindsight, that's just like, but like, nah, this nigga's too fat, bro. Like, trust me, there's going to be moments where he could have got that rebound, but he just
Because
wasn't.
that's what Kobe was problem with Shaq weekend.
He was able to skate through it in 1989.
Yeah, I mean, but it'd be like that. But
We got to wrap up, too. Game 4.
game 4, top moments, LeBron did some tricky shit.
What's your 4 favorite LeBron moments? Whether it be tricky or not, whatever y'all want to go with it.
My 4
LeBron
favorite
fan.
LeBron moments.
I don't really like LeBron. I ain't got too many moments for that nigga. I'm a huge LeBron fan. I'm fucking around. LeBron moments. You know what I was saying? I don't even have.
Can you make sure you keep it PG-13?
I don't even have a game 4. What I'll say is by far my favorite. And Jeff Van Gundy said that shit game 2. What I always say about
Chill, that's
LeBron
wild.
is that like for me, I just like watching LeBron pass.
Yeah.
I think Van Gundy was like, I would like to just stand at the watch LeBron pass from the top of the key the whole game. That's really how I feel about LeBron.
Yeah.
Whenever somebody asks me about LeBron, I'd be like, man, I that nigga is out of this world as a passer. So everything LeBron does for me, the freaky athleticism, the fucking sixth sense instincts, all that shit, a lot of his instincts go into how great of a passer he is. For me, the thing that sticks out with LeBron, as great as he is at all that shit, is that nigga is fucking phenomenal passer.
Yeah.
Word, that's what you got? Appreciate that.
I don't even know what we're talking about.
What
I'm
is
lost.
Do you not like LeBron?
what is
Do you not like LeBron, Shorell?
Jacoby Jones talking about?
I like LeBron as I'm
that
growing to appreciate him, and I think it's only because he was listening to Brother Lynch. And that's on crib walking. So I was like, I
LeBron
like that
definitely
guy.
listens, brother.
He finna be a Laker, so you're gonna have to get used to him.
Oh yeah, I'll take him all day. I don't mind taking him.
All bad.
I would love for him to come to the Lakers.
Don't speak evil.
I don't. But you know what else is true too, man, and because LeBron is clearly, LeBron's very passive aggressive, and he's very conscious of his legacy and everything that's going on. If you don't win in LA, that's something you don't want to deal with.
Yeah, but he
Facts.
can't
That's
go
a
anywhere
fact.
thinking he's
Can't
not
come
going to win in
That's
LA.
a fact.
What'd you say now?
He can't go in any. I think LeBron just feels like if I get the team, I'm going to win, so I don't even have to think about it.
I don't know how he feels about the Warriors, but I know he don't like it.
That nigga
And
hates.
he-
That's why LeBron. That's the reason why more than anything, Dan Gilbert, all that shit. I don't think he thinks the Cavs can build a team in time for next year.
And
LeBron has to beat the Warriors. He has to beat
again.
He'd be looking
again.
real,
Right.
he'd be looking real
He has to.
dejected.
No, he has to beat this Kevin Durant Warriors.
He'd be looking real dejected when talking about them. I don't like the never mind. But
He's got to beat this Warriors.
I don't like the
team.
narrative
for him.
of the Kevin Durant LeBron conversation.
Like
I be
what?
hearing it, and they were saying like Kevin Durant's got so much better because when they played in 2012, LeBron could guard Kevin Durant, but Kevin Durant couldn't guard LeBron. I'm like, what the fuck was y'all watching? It's just two niggas getting buckets. Like Kevin Durant was getting 32 on 60%. Shit. Like unstoppable niggas. Then you say Kevin Durant joined the Warriors because he couldn't beat LeBron. And the Warriors was recruiting Kevin Durant since 2015. Like it wasn't new. They was like, we have a hope. We don't want to give this money to Harrison Barnes. And we know Kevin Durant's gonna be available. Why wouldn't we try to get that going?
Well, that narrative was created by the Warriors, though. That's Draymond's fault.
As far as saying, because he called him.
Yeah.
But they've been talking since
No,
2015.
but that particular thing he said, we called him after that game.
Yeah, the
So
season's
you
over.
gonna
The season's
I
over.
mean, no, but I mean, no, what's
Bron put on his cash.
No, but
Draymond
they-
made a call.
nah, but like he
It's
went
over. Niggas do what they want.
Yeah, no, but he got in the car. Like he didn't
Yeah, I mean,
find
I
a
don't-
song to listen to.
Yeah, he
that
said
nigga
he
down.
called
hit
KD.
KD was like,
Nigga,
yo, the GOAT.
And I'm telling you the truth. I would imagine in that series, motherfuckers was really fed up with Harrison Barnes and shit. And I was like, yeah, bro, come through, man. Like, because even with that, nigga, it was a shot either way.
And
And
Festus Zealy minutes.
my favorite LeBron moment.
That nigga Festus came trigger shot as soon as the second half. I was like, yeah, we good. Like you know the moment I knew the Cavs like they gonna win this game was when that Kyrie on the break and Kyrie got a steal. You know he was 1-on-1 in transition with Draymond, and that nigga went like this, like a little overstep, and threw that shit left hand like this with no angle. I don't know how the first shit hit the middle of the square. I was like, and that nigga hit that shit with the. I was like, yeah, it's lit. That was one of the greatest shots I've ever seen in my life. Well, go ahead, Lance. I miss Kyrie.
Nigga, Kyrie a cold nigga, man.
That nigga, shouts to AC, man. AC tried to give niggas the warning.
Then makes it, I don't know, it's, man, I be feeling bad for LeBron in spots, man, because niggas want to play with you because you great, but niggas also know it's going to be some fuck shit. And not even your fault, but it's just going to be, if I'm Kyrie, if we win, it's because of you. If we lose, you ain't have no help.
Right.
And not only that, you kind of saying you ain't got no help, too.
We
And
talked
it's-
about that the other day. Like, there's a lot of shit about organization fatigue with LeBron. But again, that goes
Yes.
back to that conversation with Mike and Kobe. You think the Lakers weren't in? Forget the last couple years, how bad that shit went.
That shit was miserable. They couldn't wait.
This
for
the
that
fatigue of Kobe and
fucker to
Shaq
retire.
drama. You great niggas. There's a lot that comes with them.
They had that shit split.
Dog. When Michael Jordan came back, Mike's playing on 1 year every year, 1 year contract. Him and Jerry Reinsdorf, all that shit. Michael Jordan was draining to the Bulls. Like when you are dealing with niggas of that level, they are prima donnas. They are a lot to handle. They have not wants, needs.
Yeah, I don't have no problem with it.
expectations.
LeBron got to fly the whole hood on the fucking
And again,
plane.
that goes back to what I was saying before earlier about everything not being on niggas at that moment.
Yeah,
like there was
I
a
don't-
lot of shit going on, man. Like
No, I don't,
Twitter in 2002 with Shaq and Kobe,
yeah, it would have been.
fights and shit. Like niggas got physical. Like
Yeah, but see, I don't even, like, I don't knock none of that, bro. Like, all of that is what it is, man. You
There was
don't,
Twitter in 2000?
I mean,
No, I'm
unless
saying
you're
what if
talking
there
about
was?
Tim
I was
Duncan,
about to say.
you're gonna have to deal with some shit. If you want one of these,
Yeah.
it's gonna be some
And the
shit.
Spurs are like, and I call it the Spurs the Harvard of the NBA. There are situations where it's just perfect synergy and everybody's kind of understands.
Until
and
now.
the last nigga who didn't understand since they sent him to Chicago, and now he's crying about Kim Jong-un. That was the last person who didn't really get it.
Are you talking about Dennis?
Yeah.
Nah, cause Kawhi ain't on that shit.
Nah,
right
but
now.
I heard that shit's good now. I saw the story today that shit is
I
good.
mean, I seen that, but
Kawhi's better
that's,
be cool. Good. Kawhi about to get this supermax.
that's the third time they said it was good. But I mean,
I
it's,
think Kawhi will be on the Spurs. They're not trading that nigga. LeBron will be there with him, so it's late.
but what
I
I'm
would
saying
love
is,
that. We gotta wrap up.
that'll look super weird. LeBron in a Spurs jersey.
Kawhi Leonard.
Was that the game before?
That'll be interesting.
Oh, so what are my favorite LeBron moments?
Oh, that's what we were talking about?
Yep. His is gonna be
mine, Matt kind of worked then, right?
pantsless, but
Come on, Lance, you gotta stop saying that weird shit.
Brother Lynch
Like,
and Crip
like
walking.
really, bro, that shit is weird, my nigga. Stop doing that.
Why? Because he has shorts on?
No,
What? Oh my gosh. What? Whatever. What are you guys
so him
laughing
listening to
at?
Brother Lynch was your favorite.
Brother Lynch and him crip walking to the stadium.
Okay,
What about basketball? Nothing.
that's our moments, man. Brother Lynch.
I'm not a LeBron fan.
You follow him on IG?
Yeah, I like his daughter too and his wife.
There you go. That's 4.
You better see
Mark
what-
Jackson likes her too.
That shit was wild as it. That didn't catch no. I almost made a video about it, but I was like, man, I can't be dry snitching on. But he said it himself, bro.
And they said it.
I didn't say, I mean, no disrespect, but I hit that like, nigga, no. That's like my favorite NBA picture that I could think of is him and D-Wade when D-Wade threw the pass and put his hands up. That's like a joint moment, but that shit was crazy. When he told niggas they gotta go back to their regular life. That's all time. That's all time great shit. Like, yeah, I lost, man, but you gotta go back to your regular. Like, he said, I'm gonna go back to doing the things I like to do.
Oh, I remember that. That was good.
Would.
I'm gonna go back to
There's a
this.
lot of reasons why LeBron's not good. Go ahead.
That's not one of them.
The block in Game
Made fun
7.
of the working man.
That's your fat ass wife.
The block mixed with the celebration.
What about the Delonte West moments?
Nah, man. It's,
Didn't Delonte West just come out? Was that real?
no, you seen that shit?
What?
It was like
It wasn't real?
Dante playing with his daughter in the bed. He's like, there's a lot of things I wish I would have did. Like when I fucked LeBron's mama. But it sounds super real.
That
how
shit
they did
looks
the
real
book.
as shit. Looks like a little docu shit. He's
No,
doing.
all of that is real, but whatever he said, that's not what he
Yeah, I
said.
didn't know if that was real. I thought that was real.
You thought that would have stayed under the radar? That was,
Now I thought it was some new shit.
No, I thought that is real.
I thought it was too.
That was a documentary about Delonte and his whole. That was on
Yeah, that's
60
what it
or
looks
something.
like.
I'm talking about him saying that
Having
part.
sex with
Yes,
LeBron's mom or something.
he said
Yeah.
that.
He said,
That was real.
I thought it was.
that's real. I gotta do some more research.
Told you LeBron
bro.
ain't good, bro. Don't be listening. I'm just fucking around. LeBron, you're
and,
amazing. You're the best player in the world, and you're one of my favorites. Well, nah.
I like that
Besides Rodman.
mixed with the celebration.
Besides Rodman.
And then when they won the second title, and he was like holding both trophies and he was looking,
Yeah.
that shit was hard.
Getting Tyronn Lue a ring is the hardest shit LeBron's ever done. I swear. When that nigga was sitting on that bench crying after game, I know that nigga was thinking, how the fuck did this happen? Getting Tyronn Lue a ring is the coldest shit LeBron ever did. That shit go on his fucking, what is that, the headstone when he dies? Got Tyronn Lue a ring. When he dies at the age of 150. Got Tyronn Lue a ring. That's his biggest accomplishment, bro. That is insane. Tyronn Lue is the worst coach in the NBA. He's terrible.
Yeah. That's why niggas gotta chill when he don't want to play the in overtime.
He is terrible.
All right.
If we saying that, if we saying
LeBron,
that,
once again, LeBron picked him.
yeah, it was either with fucking David Blatt, he was Satan or Satan. Like,
Yeah, but at least coach, you got a history of being an elite coach.
Yeah.
I think Jay's turning off the mics, turning off the videos.
All right, bro. Go ahead.
He's turning up.
No, this
Oh.
Yeah, bro.
My favorite LeBron play is when he against Dallas in the regular. This is 2008 or 9,
Okay, I missed it then.
and he went baseline. It was on T. I remember watching the game and it was on TNT. He went baseline and double pump. I don't know
Oh,
how
no,
he.
I saw that, though.
I don't know how the fuck he finished that.
Yeah,
That
that
shit
was
was
unreal.
That was retarded.
Unbelievable.
Greatest
Greatest athlete in NBA history,
Yeah.
So,
Yeah.
Michael Jordan.
LeBron.
Oh.
LeBron's first game. Because for one, it was in
Oh,
sack.
getting sack, yeah.
You know, and that's one thing even too with the clutch shit. Like, if he was scared of the moment, that nigga would have laid an egg that night. That nigga was insane.
Who said he was scared of a moment?
Are you serious or not?
I mean, I'm talking about somebody said he was scared
I'm
of a
talking about
moment.
just
No, it's
general
just
people.
the
You know, the
narrative
people say
people
shit
say.
like
Kobe
LeBron.
keep telling niggas stop listening to narratives, bro.
All right, but
Go
that's
ahead.
why I'm here to break them. So,
Got just win.
Go get that shit down, my
that's
nigga.
two. Beating the Warriors.
Yeah,
that
was
whole
unreal.
thing was.
Draymond got.
Well, I'll say
Got
this.
suspended.
I'll say one of them
Got suspended.
was that game, but it didn't happen. If LeBron finished that dunk on Draymond, that probably would have been going down as the greatest dunk ever.
James Harden changed the tone of that. I really feel like if the Rockets would have won that series, they could look back to that when James
He
Harden
dunked
shit
on
on Draymond.
Draymond had a rough series at the rim at that series. He missed the dunk at the rim.
Yeah, that was crazy. That nigga
He
was
got
like, they
dunked
trying to dunk
on.
that shit.
Some other shit happened too, but that, and I would say, I don't know, going back to Cleveland.
Yeah, going back to Cleveland was crazy. I hope LeBron changes teams again. I think it's the new era. I think you're going to see stars change teams.
Yeah.
I think that's what it is now. So
Yeah.
that's cool. I don't mind it. I think we saw the last of that with Kobe and shit.
Steph Curry gonna be a warrior for his career, bro. He gonna get 7 championships.
Steph.
Because as soon as KD leave, he gone.
Think so?
I mean, he could.
I don't think so.
I mean, if them niggas, if the shit, I mean, the shit could look a lot different 3 years from now. Like, so who
Yeah, it
knows?
could. Right. Steph could be gone. And
I know LeBron going to the finals 8 years in a row seems commonplace because of him, but the Warriors talked about it. There's a lot of, even and that's the thing too with that with the shit at the parade. The Warriors have said a lot this year. Like, this season was weird.
Yeah,
David West
always
was
said-
like, if y'all knew what was going on,
yeah, a lot of them said it.
that 30 for 30 is gonna be good in 20 years.
Because
Like,
Steve Kerr was like, this is by far.
He said they can't reach him no more. They going off talent.
Yeah, and I think Drake, the Drake one.
Oh, did he say that?
That's Steve Kerr said
That's-
that.
Yeah, I believe that.
That's
though.
absolutely what
Yeah,
it means.
I just didn't know he
Yeah,
said that, but yeah, it makes total sense.
Yeah, you
Because-
can figure it out. You got a 7 foot nigga.
Did you hear
giving
when
niggas
Steve
Hindu
Kerr was
shame
trying to
gods?
explain to him about what LeBron Mike would?
Yeah,
And Kevin Durant was like, man, this nigga don't get the fuck out of my face. It
Yeah.
didn't. You could tell it didn't move him. He was
yeah.
like,
But that's why he said they did the coaching thing himself. When they coached, he didn't coach and let the Suns do it against the Suns. He was like, they wasn't listening to me, so I let them.
Yeah,
LeVar
they
Ball
don't
trying
hear
to tell.
him no more.
Never mind that.
They really don't hear Steve Kerr no more, but you could tell hella much.
Ain't nothing to hear.
Never lost.
Got one nigga to shoot from half court, two of
Are we
them.
still recording?
And, that's it. So, game 4.
Long story short, LeBron was cowardly and
Yeah, we're not talking about
I gotta
LeBron again
get-
for a long time.
get
Maybe,
to
not
my
till he gets a new
hoes.
team.
Y'all messing my whole game up.